We're on YouTube and also Periscope. That's right.
About that.
That's right. From what I recall, everything was choppy as fuck on Periscope. So if you're on Periscope and you'd like to watch, but you'd like it to be a lot clearer and have a far more enjoyable time, head on over to the YouTube channel, which I'm going to tweet the link directly under the Periscope to make it easier for you jabronis.
And you know what? I'm going to blog it with both links for people that just can't seem to get the picture.
For the ones that don't get it.
Yeah, the ones that just, I got to say, a breaking development just happened right before we went on.
Oh, no.
I cleaned out the trunk of my car. That's not the breaking development. The breaking development, yes. That's not the breaking development either. The breaking development is I found my old CD case with basically every CD that I've ever had in it.
Wow.
And before I just put in, one was two of my friends from high school, their tape. Didn't age that well.
What do you mean?
Tape number 2 was called Tyler's Mix 2.
Hell yeah.
I just put it in, and I was like, I have to find a CD player. Where the hell do I find a CD player? So I used to play PlayStation 3, my old friend. And the first song was a banger. I haven't went through the rest, but
what's the first song?
Hold on. It's just much better if I just can't do it justice because I literally had no idea what song was going to be playing.
That's the best. I also would have loved to have seen your trunk, like how buried this must have been for you to really have no idea it was in there.
That would probably work better. Okay, what'd you say?
I was saying I would love to have seen the before of your trunk because clearly these were buried. Like you had no idea it was even in there.
Dude, I was like, these things? Oh, boy. All right, I hope y'all can hear this. Here comes the first track.
Watch what I do with it.
Oh, my phone, damn it.
It's like Uncle Whiskers in the beat battle.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah. This is much harder than people think. They just stopped playing. That's interesting.
Listen, we got a taste. That's all we needed.
Yeah, y'all heard it just like I heard. I was like, woo!
You're like, I wasn't ready for this much heat.
Yeah.
Throw me the ball and watch what I do with it. We got Bow Wow in the house. Funny and Lil Zane. Lil Wayne. Sammy sing to me.
Can y'all hear this?
Oh, yeah. Loud and clear.
I remember when I did this one.
Yeah, I remember this was you back in what, 04, 03?
Huh?
This was you back in what, 03?
Oh gosh. Whenever it came out, Daddy, you know DJ Trilly Whisk was on top of it.
The streets were on lock.
I don't know how to go to the next song.
Plug in. You gotta plug in. You gotta plug in.
Oh, huh? I think my nephew is why is it this hard?
We completely forgot how to use CDs.
Dude, it won't go to the next track. I might have to go track by track. I have no idea what's on here.
What's up, girl?
Okay. There we go. Ooh.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 8th wonder of the world. The flow of century. Oh, it's timeless. Oh.
You just went straight from 3 to 6.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, that's right.
Whew. I feel like Scott Storch, man.
What an eclectic ass mix.
I think it's got to be skipping, but yeah, that's just a little bit of Uh-oh. Track 15 might work. Might not. No.
And Wolverine CD before.
Hold on. Ooh! That's just a little taste. That's just some of the new stuff I'm working on.
Yeah, no, they're not ready for that.
No.
How big of a CD binder were we working with here?
Oh, I unzipped it and 100 fell out.
It's a briefcase.
These are the ones. This is just a taste. When I unzipped it, this is what fell out. So, like,
Rags.
bread, daddy, bread. We got Tyler's Mix 2, 80s Mix Volume 2, white, because I remember it was a black one. Ludacris Chicken and Beer. Cam Purple Haze. Papoose A Threat and a Promise. The Best of Wiz. It goes on and on, man.
We might need to have that Papoose just on in the background to let people, to let these meatballs know what time it is.
Instrumentals 3 when I thought I was just it. A couple blanks. They could be literally anything.
1 and 2 didn't quite have the heat you needed. Instrumentals 3, I remember where your pen was at when you heard those beats for the first time.
Yeah, I was in a different place, man. I had just got out. My son was born.
I'll give you my thoughts on the kicker. That's when we, after this musical rendition, we'll get into it.
I mean, we can get into it now. Y'all don't have to hear Instrumentals 3. I'll listen to that on my own time.
I want to hear you lace them up before I hear the instrumentals.
If this CD even play, I don't even think half these shits are gonna play.
No, for sure not.
Not a chance. The ones that fell out, not a chance.
Let's see. If you're on Periscope, go over to YouTube. The quality is much better. Jabronis.
That's a bad word.
But it was draft weekend, Tyler. It was substantially better than normal drafts in terms of production, not in terms of interesting facts about the players.
No. Yeah, I don't know a single thing. I have no idea who can play football. Zero clue.
But you do know who can persevere through the tough times.
Hold on. What'd you say?
I said you do know who can persevere through the tough times.
Who?
Most of the draft, it would appear.
Jesus. Like, what? I was like, maybe I am just this level of old now.
I don't think that's it.
Well, no, but I was like, I'm ready to like write a letter and complain. That's the level. That's the level of old I am.
To whom it may concern.
Yeah, disliking it. That everybody disliked it. But I'm like, who do I tell that I did not like it? Someone must know. Like,
let's see. Where's I don't even know if this is gonna. Nope.
What are you trying to find?
When Ralph is like crying during the itchy and scratchy thing, and he's like, "Do you like this?" And he's like, "No."
Yeah, that was me for the better part of 3 days. Like, I don't know who's. They didn't even put measurables. Even measurables like strength, 4.2 speed. It was just like strength. Everybody in his family died. And he still made, and it still made second team all Big Ten. Like, he persevered. They all died the exact same day. Yo, brother.
I need to know what they saw.
You know what they saw.
To overlook.
Listen, Overlook? What do you mean overlook? To overlook the thing that got him on his radar? What do you like? What? Okay, listen. I know all the shots Jordan's taking, they're going in the bucket. But outside that, I need something I can sink my teeth into.
There are so many ways to get clowned for drafting a kicker. Never in a million years did I think this would be the way.
Listen, they couldn't have detailed these tattoos though. Pictures of them were very available. Like,
super available.
And like his school picture. Now, if somebody found these in like a deep Instagram dive, okay. No, his like official school picture.
Yeah, like when he runs out onto the field, they flash it up on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
like that's the picture.
And he was like, "Man, I was really just throwing darts. I just happened to get with the 3%ers, a swastika, and a burning mosque. You know what I'm saying? And a butterfly for my grandmother. But outside of that,
yeah, listen, a lot of
tattoos. Everybody knows that about tattoos. Getting them is a gamble. You walk in,
you spin the wheel, and then whatever you land on, you get.
You're like, yeah, no, I want this. I would like my daughter's initials. He's like, feel like drawing an oak tree, and you just get an oak tree.
There were a lot of people, like a lot of kids get dumb tattoos when they're teenagers.
Absolutely,
for sure. Most of them aren't like it's a unicorn or like Chinese symbols. Oh,
the word badass or something like that.
Yeah. Like I remember when I think I was 14, I was begging my mother to take like that was back when like Miami Ink on Spike was hot.
Sure.
And I was just begging my mother to take like my father never in a million years would take me. So I was like trying to convince my mother. And I was just gonna get like the Boston Bee somewhere random on my body. Like, yeah, that would suck. Like that would be terrible. But I don't think anyone would be like, yeah, this dude is part of like a borderline terrorist organization.
What's the borderline? What's like what are they bordering upon?
I think it's Canada. From what I heard, those guys are bad news bears in Canada.
I believe it. Also, this tape tells me nothing. Like, what am I? You know how many kickers could look good like in like edited footage indoors? Like,
listen, there is no other footage.
Yeah, there's some footage. And then they posted the picture. I don't know if it's either his senior year of high school or his freshman year of college where he had no tattoos, like Brandon Ingram ink. Like the day he got there, like, where can I get a K and a K and another K tattooed on my body?
Yeah, I think it was his senior year picture that was going around. But he missed by a lot.
Boy, I'll say this. If I know anything about the history of his type, this guy's going to be unreal in the league. Just that was the wobbliest kick. I would have cut that one out of the footage too. Unless that was from like 82 yards. Like,
yeah. Immediately when I saw his name, and because at first I just saw the picture and he had like the nose ring, and I was just like, "You're a kicker, dude. Calm down." But I was immediately like, maybe he's gonna be Mike Vanderjack, like just deadly accurate, but a huge dickhead. And then Justice tweets out his entire 23andMe, and I was just like, "Ah, boy."
Yeah. Please credit Justice from Skater for breaking that news. That very funny news.
It was very fun. It was very funny, and now people are like defending it, being like, "Oh, how come we didn't talk about these people's tattoos?" We talked about people's tattoos for centuries.
Listen, Deshaun Jackson got cut because of his tattoos, so I don't want to hear like that. Nobody. Cam Newton got picked number 1 because he promised not to get tattoos.
Right, I forgot about that.
Jerry Richardson. So tattoos have long been discussed. Yeah.
Yeah, that was because I see him. I'm just like, we took a kicker. It wasn't Blankenship, and I was just like, all right, Willie.
Where did he with the Colts, right?
Yeah, he wasn't even drafted.
Like, yeah, but he signed. I saw him sign with some Colts.
Yeah, it was the Colts.
Yeah.
Because then when this breaks seconds after he's drafted, I'm like, all right, well, just get one of the undrafted guys, bring him competition, and then you can just kind of like get this. Nope, didn't even do that.
Now, he's going to kick for 15 years. He's going to hit 97% of his kicks from 50 plus yards, if I know anything about this. And he's going to be the top 5 jersey seller in the league. I won't say number 1. That's absurd. But I don't see any reason why he couldn't displace Patty Mahomes.
Immediately he's like, I'm going to get it covered. Sick. What's the funniest thing he could cover it with?
Oh boy. Black's rule. You remember that old guy?
Yeah.
People remember that picture where the old guy was like, "Yeah, no, some black people broke onto my lawn.
Some hoods,
some slugs, as Jimmy Beeline would call them, and spray painted our slogan, Black's Rule, on his." He called us really handy.
I'm just picturing if that was like what you guys did, you people.
Yeah. Was that me? Is that my handwriting?
And just him actually walking out there and being like, "They got me again. I disagree."
Yeah, like why can't we have this discussion in person? Like,
you cowards.
Yeah. You painted on my lawn, pants my children, and banquet in the dark of night.
Did you see who he follows?
Oh boy! Oh yeah, I saw one person that he followed.
That's the thing. He only follows like 200 people, and he only follows one person from Barstool. Just one.
Mm-hmm. Who? I mean, who could have? I mean, it's not his fault, but Big Cat's a popular guy. A lot of people follow him. You know what I'm saying? I love Dan.
No, Dan Cat slipped through the cracks.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, Ellie Schnitt. Listen, she's got a bundle, hundreds of thousands.
600K. No, he's not one of the 600K.
Who, man? Get my
Dana B.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
The fact that he's just like scroll, like, you know, like the Nature is Scary, where it shows like a hippopotamus just eating like a bird or something.
Yeah.
He just scrolls those of like police brutality videos. And in between that, he sees like zillion beers. And he's like,
that's sick.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I like that. Like,
follow.
Yeah. It's like Police is Scary. It shows them just like harassing a woman of color just sitting on a park bench. And he's like, I like that too. I also want other people to see it. Retweet. So only Dana B, man.
Troublesome. Even when he's not doing anything, he's still fucking up in the most profound ways possible.
Oh man, we find out Richard Spencer has been following this entire time. Richard Spencer's like, drink more beers. Drink more beers.
That's the thing. It's even more impressive to find, Dana, the fact that you don't follow anyone else in that world. So that means like you have to go out of your way to stumble upon that.
I really would. I'm sure there's probably some app. I would love to be able to tell what's the tweet that made somebody follow you. Like, I would love to see the one like Real Wiser was like, you know what? I've seen this name up and down my timeline. Dana B. Like I'm at this point, I'm just missing out.
What's would you rather have that or the tweet that makes people unfollow you? Like you only have one.
Oh boy, unfollow. If I have to
without
choose.
Question.
Yeah, if I have to choose, clearly unfollow.
Because like I'll see people who have like followed me for years. And then one day I'll happen upon like, oh, I haven't clicked on their profile in a while. Nope, follows you back. Like, what did I do?
Yeah, but the soft block.
Right. Yeah, I'm still following you, so it's not even that. Like it's like
I get both. I get the unfollow and the soft block, but the soft block I get. Yeah, the random unfollow. It's like, enough. enough. He didn't really play for the Tigers. I'm unfollowed. It's like I get it. Okay.
I'll never understand. Like the soft block, I understand way more. It's just like, you know what?
Yeah, you get it. Yeah.
But just the unfollow, it's almost a power move. Like I never unfollow those people back because I want them to know I'm better than them. Putting them in a box.
Yeah. It's a dirty game out here, man.
It is. But like, yeah, we followed each other for the last 5 years. I know I haven't changed. Like I'm the same terrible person I was.
Yeah, that's really what it is. That's why I want to know, like, what was the line? Like, boy, listen, if Mick tweets one more tier, like you got, like, honest to God, he's got one more, and don't let it be about any teachers of any sort.
Did you see the principal block me?
I see that got your ass up out of there, if that's what you're referring to.
No, that was Chad. That was a different guy.
Oh yeah, no, you with the porcelain doll style box inside a box.
The Russian nesting egg.
Yeah.
So Tyler, we got us a first round running back this year.
We were so close, dude. We were so close, like
minutes away.
Oh man, one pick away, and I've been hit with so much. Like, you don't get it, Whiskers. He's good. I know. Listen, I know who Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Like, it's
little known guy. Played for the Lakers. I don't know who's
Grambling. Who was this kid? Who's he playing against here? Nobody knows he's in either of these bums on this team.
The Lakers, Knicks, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, no, it's all. Yeah, he's gonna kill in that offense. Who could you not say? Trent Richardson and who else? Who could you not say? Like,
poor Trent Richardson.
That was unnecessary. I'm sorry, Trent. It was like T. Richardson 32. It was like WTF. Like,
just trying to enjoy some rapping with the fellas.
But yeah, what, like, you could pick literally any running back that's rushed for like 500. Like, what, you know, would be sick with the Chiefs, Marlon Mack, and it's like, he'd probably cook with the And even they took Taylor, man. That's the one I didn't get.
Who?
The Colts took Jonathan Taylor.
Oh yeah, that was peculiar. There was
a run by Hilaire. Boy, you need that in the first round. Oh,
well, the other part is like Damian Williams goes off when they need him the most. So I know you need more than one, but that's why I don't know if I'd go first round.
Listen, I literally wrote the manifesto, so now I can say I literally wrote the book on this. It's the only reason I wrote it, to now point to this fact. It's just too many. And again, there's nothing wrong. Yeah, Damian Williams and get another guy. There are, like, if they added Dobbins on day 2 or literally any of these other guys.
Right.
And got, I don't even know who in the first round. But Damian's
T.
gone.
Higgins.
Damian's gone after this year. Yeah, again, that's why you draft the second or third or fourth. You got Kareem Hunt in the third round. Like, you just shown you can do this very well. Which team's drafted I hate the most? One comes to mind. Who do you get?
Are you going to say us?
No. Listen, that's true to form. I can't hate that. I can't hate y'all for being y'all, man. You know what I mean?
We've had 30 consecutive years of seemingly fine human being kickers.
Time to switch it up.
Yeah. Listen, it wasn't working.
Time to switch it.
I think everyone in non-Packers, that's what you're going to say, Packers?
Yeah.
Yeah, Packers, like in non-Packers, who do you think was the worst? Because I think that one's almost too easy to be like, boy, oh boy, that's stunk.
Yeah, gosh. Who do you got? I'm trying to think of who are some competitors. I'm trying to even, like, as soon as after the next day, I don't remember who picked anybody. I'm like, who?
I was going to say, I remember the ones I like a whole lot more than the ones
exactly.
I thought the Bears draft wasn't very good.
Who did they get?
They took like 4 more tight ends.
Oh, they've got 10 now, which is really good.
It's what you want.
And 2 quarterbacks, neither of which are good. That's very good too.
I don't think the Eagles was bad. I like what the Eagles did.
Yeah, they didn't get one like now they got Rager, right? People just disagreed on like who they got. That's
right.
Yeah.
Like they took a running back. You can debate whether wide receiver. You can debate whether or not they took the right one, given it where they were. I'm sure they would have tried to have traded up if they could. Sometimes that's easier to yell at your TV than to actually pull off in the real world, especially when you're dealing with, because there was only one trade in the teens, right?
I felt like it wasn't a lot. Like we were cruising for a while.
It was like San Fran and Tampa flopped, which that felt like neither team. It felt like Tampa didn't actually have to do that.
Not well. I mean, if you want your guy, like they're clearly all in. So
no, definitely.
Oh, I get it, but it was. I mean, it was a few trades this man wouldn't have did, but yeah, no, hilarious. This guy's very fast, wild fast.
Yeah, no, really good.
Hurts in the second round is very funny though.
It was funny, but I don't like hate it as a pick. If you think that's a guy who can be good and your quarterback gets hurt literally every year, you might as well have a solid backup.
But you can get a solid backup for not a second round pick.
All right, so if it's like you take him now,
we also don't know he's a solid backup. Like that's
no, for sure.
So that's
speculation for sure. But if you're working under the premise that you think he can be, because the Patriots used a second on Jimmy, didn't we? And then we traded him 4 years later for a second.
Yeah, because it worked horribly. The same way this Packers shit might not. Like, and I get it, but like, I don't know what it would cost. Dalton's going to be available soon. Jameis has been available. Cam, of course, but I don't even like for a backup, a second round pick for a backup for a guy you don't know. For how many games did the Eagles win last year?
They were like trying to sneak. Did they get into the playoffs? I know they were trying to sneak.
I know they were close, like 8, 9, 10. I don't know.
Did they? No, they lost to Dallas for that last spot, didn't they?
Yeah, so they must have like 9 and 7 ish. Maybe. I like the Cowboys draft since nobody asked.
Cowboys draft was really good. I think the Dolphins crushed the draft. Eagles won the division. All right, see, I don't remember.
I was gonna say I know it was like 9. They weren't bad, is what I was like. I know they were.
No. They just didn't have receivers.
Yeah, and that's the biggest gripe with the Packers thing. Like the Packers were 1 game away from the Super Bowl. You're speaking like high capital. That's like the Eagles. You won your division. 1 or 2 bounces, like you get a receiver or 2, you figure you're back in the mix.
Right.
So that's where it's like, and somebody put in the draft, yeah, your best case scenario, he never plays. So just got like same for Jordan Love. You just punted 3 years of the 5 years? Like, okay, sick.
I didn't see a single happy Packers fan, not a one.
They didn't take a receiver at all, which feels like a troll. That feels like a fuck you, Rodgers.
It's like, very funny.
Oh man, like not one. This is like the deepest receiver draft ever, and they're like, yeah, no, go to hell, Rodgers. They're like, yeah, no.
I'm surprised Tyler Johnson didn't go much sooner because like
5th, 6th.
I think it was the 5th. It was right after we took our kicker, I'm pretty sure.
And who got him? Where did he going?
Tampa. But I think the Cardinals had a really good draft.
Yeah, they got Simmons, which I get. It's like I would have went tackle, but if he falls, I get it.
Well, then they ended up getting John Jones, the dude out of Houston, like super late, like third rounder. Josh Jones, yeah.
Probably, yeah. Again, that's pretty much the point. You take the best talent because somebody else won't, and then you'll get value elsewhere.
That appears the Ravens crush it every year. This year, no exception.
Yeah.
Like they got a Queen in the first. Like the teams who just sit and wait to see what other idiot teams do. Like those are the ones that always because they either end up trading out because they're like, yeah, we can get someone 10 picks from now. Right. That's like the same player, or like, yeah, you like when the Cowboys just kept watching CeeDee Lamb fall to them, they were like, yeah, this is sick.
Yeah, maybe if we just don't do anything, somebody will mess up. And the Falcons took a guy that had like a 2nd or 3rd round grade, I think. And again, he might be good. CeeDee Lamb might be good too. Something to consider.
I'd be shocked if he was bad.
Yeah, I
Shocked.
don't know about this.
I like Denver. Honestly,
I do like Denver.
Denver and Oakland. I was going to say the whole AFC West, but then I remember the Chargers are out there, and I did not like their draft. So
I don't even remember who else they picked.
Right, me neither.
Couldn't tell you.
Doesn't matter.
Lost my resolve.
Well, they traded up. They took Kenneth Murray too, which I didn't hate. I know he's polarizing for some reason, but I didn't hate that. But
I think he had a pretty sad story, so I feel like he's probably a lot.
What was the saddest story, in your opinion?
Gross Matos, the defensive end from Penn State, whose dad
lightning strike? And then he got struck by lightning.
Yeah, then his brother died getting struck by lightning. His dad drowned, saving him and his brother, and then I don't know if you know if this is the same brother got struck by lightning and died when he was like 12. Fuck, man. What? Why? Like, just why? Why does that even?
Leading off the second round after making fun of the first round and being like, surely they'll learn from this. And then pick one is T. Higgins.
Mother battle addiction for well over a decade.
Closer to 2.
Yeah. 212 pounds.
That was preposterous. I'm trying to think.
They're basically just getting to do like a tight 10 minutes for every pick.
Was it Chenault whose father slipped on gravel and fell into traffic?
There were 2 guys who lost their father to getting hit on the highway. And I know that because they were on the draft cards of every single individual.
There was one dude who was signed right after the draft who I'm shocked he didn't go like second round because of what he did, but he got his face shot off last year.
I think I missed that one. After a while, I just had it on. I was like, I'll check back in, man. Like, this is literally too much.
Yeah, he was an undrafted free agent, so it wasn't a
story wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Gotta wonder, does he want it? Does this kid really, you know what I mean?
The dude who robbed his ex-girlfriend twice.
I don't know if I saw that either.
He stole the Trey Wingo was like, yeah, he's got some character concerns. He stole his ex-girlfriend's purse twice. I was like, we need to get more of the story. Because once, whatever. Twice, that doesn't sound like it's his fault as much.
I was going to say, listen, what's she doing all that money in there? What she want me to do?
Fucking Penis Hernandez said, was that Tyler's draft profile? I was like, you think he only stole it twice?
I was gonna say, what is this? And plus, no, dumb, you don't steal it. You leave the purse. You take the money. Everyone knows that.
Listen, that's why he wasn't a high pick. If he was just taking the money, first round.
That separates the good from the great. And I'm great at stealing money from my girl.
That was absurd. Someone else really crushed it. I feel like the Bills are just like routinely solid at the draft now, which I don't much care for.
Yeah, I think the Bills are they're just good now.
If they could build some sort of machine where they could combine Jake Fromm's brain with Josh Allen's everything else, I mean, you're talking about quite the player.
I was gonna say, you're talking about quite the dynasty. Like that.
Right.
I don't really like what Jacksonville did.
Does anyone ever?
Like I don't know. Green Bay, I don't know if I mentioned that.
No, you didn't.
Well, I didn't like it. Or I guess I didn't. No, I was gonna say I didn't get it, but I also didn't like it.
I feel like the Giants had a good draft.
Yeah, like they took Thomas at 4, the tackle at 4,
and then Xavier McKinney at the top of
that wasn't good. Baby safe face Gettleman.
I think the Dolphins had a tremendous draft.
Yeah, who they getting? They kept all 3, right?
Yeah, they got. They got Tua, obviously. Let's see. Why is this so hard?
Yeah, 49ers they got Kinlaw. I like that move.
49ers pretty much just swapped out all the high price guys that they lost with just new guys.
Doesn't they get it?
So Tua, then Austin Jackson.
Yeah.
Then Noah. Oh boy, that's a name I need to learn. The corner, I think it was the Nigerian corner, I think.
Yeah.
Robert Hunt, Raekwon Davis, Brandon Jones. I saw a lot of people pining for Brandon Jones. And then it's just like a bunch of linemen on both sides of the ball. Long snapper. They took a long snapper.
Okay.
So yeah, any team that's just gonna load up on like positions you just need, like line, defense, things like that, I'm never gonna be like, yeah, you guys suck.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of past. Like it was like there was a good time when it's like, all right, you have to be a balanced team, and everybody's just like, no, I think we're just gonna make our strengths really strong. Like the Chiefs should have been like, okay, yes, let's get a nice defender for our defense, but they're like, no, how about we just make our offense just foolproof?
Well, they did get your boy Willie Gay.
Yeah. Can't wait to get that jersey. Gay Willie.
I mean, everything they yeah, his player card was maybe my favorite of the entire weekend because it was just like suspended from Mississippi from Mississippi State for, I believe, taking money, and also broke his own quarterback's job fighting him in practice.
Okay, so just put with the shits on there. I got
pretty much, yeah. Willie Gay extremely with the shits.
I'm looking Cowboy City and then Trayvon Diggs in the second round. I liked a lot.
Yep.
This just has everybody. They're like every team has an A on this, but I'm fine with it. It's just like, hey, I think a lot of teams make good picks. It's like, all right, go to hell, sporting news.
Zach Looney said thoughts on the Pats draft. For the first, I think it was the first 5 or 6, I was loving it. We traded out of the first round, picked up more picks, which I'm always here for. Then took immediately safety out of a school that I don't think exists. Love that.
Lenore Ryan.
I'm a big fan. And then we just replenished the defense. Corner? No, this is Willie Gay.
Oh.
And then we injected the defense with some youth, which I'm always here for. We now have Shaq and a Penny on our team.
That's pretty good.
And
it worked out so well for the Magic.
Yeah, I thought about that as well. They took 2 tight ends when we had 0 last year. I thought it was a bold strategy to run with 0 last year. Now we have 2.
Y'all not the Bears, but
no, we're not even close. We're like a 5th Bear.
I like what the Browns did. I like 49ers got Trent Williams. I got to ask Stephen Che. I was like, I don't know, man. 10th pick seems kind of high. They didn't take the 10th pick.
No, it sure didn't.
That was my whole. It just never does. It never takes what it should.
Correct.
Even in theory to get.
Oh, and part of the Bills draft too should be Stephon Diggs.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like part of the Ravens draft is Calais Campbell. I like that pick.
Right. Let's see. I want to see some Duggar highlights.
Oh boy, Colts got Eason. I was like, I don't know about that. I was like, now you got 3 quarterbacks, and no, I don't know about any of that.
Stephen Che was right. They were looking for a quarterback, obviously.
Yeah, but now, boy, oh boy. Before this, they only had 1 that they didn't know if was good. This guy's scooting.
Oh yeah, this is Duggar. I want to know why he ended up at D2. Yeah. Like why? Like clearly he's
big
basketball
too. Like I know they showed like the athlete stuff. Like I wondered if he was a guy's like I want to play basketball too, and they were like, you can play whatever you want, dude. But because once they showed the punt returns, that's when you can really tell. It's like, oh boy, there's an athleticism gap on the field.
Right. Yeah, I think we might have just took like football Giannis.
We'll see. Or football.
You were trying to kick 6 minutes later for a touchdown.
Or football Nikolai Skidishvili.
For sure. For sure. But I don't hate it. Because they said at the Senior Bowl he showed out,
Jesus.
which is all against just regular D1 players for the most part. And like all of his combine, like he's the most athletic safety they've ever had.
Was he second round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone tweeted me, and I kind of had this thought too, but someone tweeted me, and it's like it was like Belichick tried to take Jamie Collins with his first 4 picks, like just guys who no one else was even looking at. Just him.
Even then, I think Collins Southern Miss. That's bigger than
Lenore Ryan.
Yeah, Martin Luther King or wherever high school this guy's playing at.
I love these explosion cuts into the next.
Yeah, no, somebody was showing off.
Give me that.
Somebody said he grew a lot in college. That could make sense. Yeah, if he just went into college, he's like, I'm nice. I'm just 5'7".
He was also in college for 6 years.
How old is he?
24.
Oh, I'm out.
Listen, to me, that just means he can step on the field immediately and produce.
Y'all should have told. Oh boy, I'm feeling ill. I don't know if I hate that worse than a running back or not. No, let's not be silly. But 24.
24.
God damn. This is a lot less impressive now.
He's 28.
Yeah, this guy, he's literally twice these guys' age. He's just grown man, literally grown manning these guys.
I can't even tell if it's raining in these. It looks like it's raining in all of these because
this is just old. This looks like Casablanca real.
I'm excited. I think he's got a strong name. Looks the part.
Schoolhouse Rock transition. Yeah, no, listen. Yeah, the tape looks great. But that age, I mean, you got to wonder his foresight. Why wasn't he good enough like 3 years ago? Or why wasn't he born 3 years sooner?
It's true.
Walker?
It's troublesome.
Boy, oh boy, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, which is always a good sign. But boy, oh boy, these quarterbacks, I don't know how much eye reading.
I want to see if they have Senior Bowl stuff.
Yeah. I don't know how much he's just like, as soon as the guy releases the ball, I'm just fast enough to get there. Footage and when he was, let me see something from his high school tape. I think he's from Atlanta. He probably played with whoever's 30 in the league now.
It's like Julio, yeah.
Yeah, like no, Julio Bama's finest.
It's true.
What are these bums?
They're not Kyle Duggar, I'll tell you that.
Not a one of them.
No. And then we took a lot of Michigan players too, which I would have made me more terrified, but they're all defensive players, and their defense hasn't been their problem.
I don't know if it's been their strength.
Duggar had Marvin Harrison in a box in high school.
I don't know who that is. I'm seeing that they got to be. I didn't hate the Lions draft, honestly.
They got
Okuda. They got DeAndre Swift, second round. They got Logan Stenberg is an offensive guard from Kentucky. He's good, but I also didn't know he was voted the least liked person in the SEC. I was like, for an offensive lineman, I mean, that's what you want.
Great sign.
So I was like, I like what the Lions did. Who else? I don't like what the Chargers did. I don't see it with Herbert. Like Tua was there, or no, they could have got Tua. Like once he starts to fall, they were at 6, I think.
Yeah, they were the pick behind the Dolphins. They knew who.
That's what I'm saying. So they knew they could have made this interesting, and I still can't believe that. Like before the year, you were like, the Dolphins don't get the number 1 pick and still get Tua. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
This is Denzel Mims, who went to the.
From Baylor, yeah. The Packers fans wanted him.
No.
They ranked the Bears 27th in the draft. Oh, the Texans. Texans had like 2 picks.
Texans didn't have a good draft. Wait, was Cash Daniel in this draft? No chance, right?
Yeah, he was in this draft.
He didn't go drafted?
No.
What are you talking about?
His senior year was not good. Not good.
Here he is.
Who is this? Duggar?
Yeah. Some stats.
Yeah, no. Off his junior year, Cash would have got drafted late round, not off this year. It's a shame. But this is Senior Bowl?
Yeah. Clamps.
I didn't know who these quarterbacks.
Wrapped him up. Yeah, a lot of people were like, why didn't you guys just take Delpit? Delpit, and he might fight me for this because he almost fought a reporter for asking this. Like, if you miss tackles in college, Belichick doesn't even consider you.
No, he's still going to beat you all up. So
For sure. That was very funny. One of the Browns reporters asked him about missed tackles, and he was like, if I hear about this one more goddamn time.
The Raiders got a bad grade, but I
like their draft.
I was going to say, Ruggs and Lynn, you'll hear no complaints out of me. I don't know about
they reached on that corner. That's why.
Arnett, yeah. But
that's a good tackle.
Everybody reaches on everything. Except for me. I don't reach. I just
never once.
Take the value every time. Yeah, Thad Moss. Where did he get signed?
Redskins. That's
Somewhere
interesting.
84.
His ankle was fucked up.
Who, Moss?
No, Delpit. That's interesting. And it's fair. Like, it may not be a problem. But I just know it is something Belichick for sure is going to be like, nope. I'd rather take this guy who had to take the bus to get to the combine.
Yeah, the bus from his great grandparents' funeral. Yeah, I get it, but yeah, Delpit got 7. They trusted him with 7. I'd roll the dice.
Without question, and it feels like the Browns just did that with who's the corner out of LSU they took last year?
Greedy Williams.
Yeah, because he had knocks on him too, and it was just like, well, at a certain point, yeah, you might not want to take this guy like 7th, but yeah, at a certain point, it's the upside's well worth it. Because yeah, Browns got what? An offensive lineman, and what else?
Browns got, let's see. I did think they were going to and should have got Trent Williams, but they got Jedrick Wills, the tackle from Alabama, who I did not know was from Lexington, but I get why he made a business decision. Where are the Browns at? Here we go. They got Wills, Delpit, Harrison Bryant, the tight end, Donovan Peoples, the receiver, Jordan Elliott, defensive line, Jacob Phillips, linebacker. I don't know those guys, but I know Harrison Bryant was good.
That was a tight end?
Yeah. I think he won like the whatever award.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying he was like PFF had him going like mock like 20th, like overall, like in the draft. And then
he might stink, man.
The NFL seems to think he stinks.
Yeah, what Colin said, I basically feel like I would be surprised if Aaron Rodgers plays more than, I'll say 2, but really 1. Like, I feel like this slick might be just his last year in Green Bay. Like which I didn't know. Apparently, it was the rumors that he and LaFleur never got along, and this draft was fuck. Dude, they won 13 games last year.
I know.
Like,
and they took your boy.
Who?
Running back from BC.
Oh, and Dylan, yeah.
Yeah, AJ Dillon.
That's what they needed. Devontae Adams was like, really? Seriously? Okay. Interesting.
No, someone else was calling for who was the first pick? Why am I blanking on Joe Burrow?
Cincinnati.
What did you think of the rest of their draft?
The Bengals?
Yeah.
Let's see, who else did they get? This is so great not having a team anymore, dude. I'll be honest, I don't even know any of these guys. I know T. Higgins. I think he's good. And Burrow. Logan Wilson, Akeem Davis Gathers, Khalid Kareem, a tackle, a linebacker. So I do like the Panthers using every single one of their picks on defense.
Yeah, that was funny.
Like I just in theory, I like it. Like if their offense is, I feel like it's pretty set of what they want it to be. Like they've got like paid McCaffrey, paid Robbie Anderson, Curtis Samuel. Who else they got? The receiver, DJ Clark. Like paid Teddy. So it's like, okay, our offense is set. We're gonna take all defensive guys and hope 3 of these 7 guys hit.
Because their defense was what, like 28th, 29th last year?
Yeah. So it's like we fix our offense is Bridgewater and Joe Brady, and those so everything else defense. I don't hate it. Who is this?
This is supposed to be Joe Burrow. I can't for the life of me figure out who
Which
he
one?
is.
I also said they posted Burrow's couch in high school where he had all Kentucky stuff over it. That was unnecessary. Again, the Jedrick Wills one, I get that, but there was no need for that one.
So Dana would put Burrow in a blender. Yeah, if you try to take his guns.
Oh boy. Stand for the anthem, Burrow. I don't know, his mother's boots were hilarious. But they were very funny.
They're saying he was Mr. Ohio.
I didn't know T. Higgins was runner-up for that. Yeah, that's what I was going to look. I was like, who won? I feel like Tennessee gets some decent talent.
Oh, T. Higgins basketball?
Yeah. He was Tennessee Mr. Basketball, which I had no idea.
He was dunking on everyone.
What year was it?
Bang.
Who is it?
This is T.
Is this
Higgins.
Higgins? Oh, Jesus
Yeah, that was
Christ.
so casual.
Yeah, no, if like anybody that's ever played basketball with actual football players, it's just not fair. Like you can be the best basketball player, and it just doesn't matter. Just athletic.
This is all they can do.
It's all they need to do. And like
Sometimes.
I mean, I'm talking about like rec league, like the games are like the
Oh yeah.
wild league. And I mean, it's worked out pretty well for him at Tennessee.
We used to play, obviously not the same level as Clemson, but we used to play against UMass football kids all the time in basketball. And there was just this one dude who, like, he thought he could shoot, so he'd pull from everywhere. It very rarely went in, so I was always thrilled when he launched. But to start every game, he would always call for like a backdoor lob, which after I played against him for the first time, knew he was going to do every single time. So I would just jump up and like knock the ball away, and he'd be so mad.
Yeah, he's like, I don't like this.
Yeah, he's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I never saw him like I knew he could dunk. He was one of those like 5'10" corners who was just like crazy athletic and strong. And I saw him dunk plenty, but I was like, you're just never gonna catch this lob as long as I'm on the court with you.
You got to get it some other way, dude.
But yeah, those dudes crazy athletic, can't shoot. Sometimes they get decent handle, but cannot shoot.
No, they can't. I'll tell you guys, if you've ever played basketball with any football quarterback, they're always really good point guards.
True.
Like Andre Woodson is randomly, I was like, I wonder if this guy could have played in the league, man. Like he's big enough, knows his game, a good athlete. T. Higgins, he came in second to Alex Lomax, who won it twice in a row, so he must have been a pretty good at this. That was for 3A. For 2A, Darius Garland won it for Tennessee.
I could see that.
For reference. So James Wiseman won it this past year, also for reference. I feel like some decent talent comes out of Tennessee.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Hopkins played ball for like one game.
Yeah, no, some of these guys can certainly hoop.
All right.
Tyrod. We'll see
right.
Tyrod.
Whatever, dude.
Listen, I'd take Rondo as quarterback of the Patriots, no problem.
He might. He just might.
Mekhi Becton ultimate highlights.
Baby Shaq.
Or ultimate in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't want the wrong one. Y'all want just the regular highlights. There we go. There's a man. Like, I mean, come on. Like, come on. Shit. Like, that's honest to God. I was like,
it was very funny.
Well, it's like, how do you even scout that? I'm like, does he have good technique? Like, he's just throwing these guys. You can't do that in college. I don't think.
Yeah, that what if he doesn't in college? You're like,
and then he's just a top 10 pick. Like, well, just imagine the defensive end. You just have to go against this guy. He does that on like the first play, and you're like, oh my god, there are 87 more snaps to go, and I'm only gonna get less strong.
I don't think we did Fournette's high school last time. I can pull those up next.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. We're going to try the old corner blitz on Mackay.
He's not even like trying. Like that's why.
I feel like I would just punt on that. But we're not even going to line up anybody over his spot.
Right.
We're going to overload the other side every single play. And if they adjust, they adjust.
Yeah, because either way.
Yeah.
Either way, we weren't going to be doing anything.
That's what, like what? If we chip him, maybe that'll work. We'll let a high school fullback chip him.
How dominant is their left tackle that he's on the right side?
Hey, there's no difference between left and right tackle in today's game, Mick.
Do you think high school coaches know that? Of course not.
See, that's the thing. That's what I wonder. Because some of these high school coaches are in the year 3000, and some of them are in the year 1920. So it's like, it's all which one you get. Somebody might have had the vision. Or somebody was like, we had to convince him. We wanted him to play tight end. We thought he had the hands for tight end.
Listen, I think when you get players like that, whatever they want to do, you're just like, have a
correct.
blast.
Yeah. And he was probably like, I like right tackle better. And they were like, yeah, you do. This is my right tackle of the future.
The QB was righty. I just saw him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that guy looks like he's about to put up 400 yards.
Who is this?
Fournette in high school.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That dude jumped with he jumped with all his might, 48 did. He was like, I got him. He doesn't know I'm here. Oh, God.
I'll be honest, that was like a 1 yard gain. Like, that wasn't.
Yeah, it was, it should have been a nothing, but this line must stink.
Listen, always has.
Yeah, no, he was, because Fournette was one of those guys, like, he's probably 235 pounds, and he was probably like 234 right here. Like, He was just, at 18, he was just built like he was going to be built, like Adrian Peterson.
I'm shocked he didn't. I guess I'm not shocked, but I thought for sure he was
moving. Huh?
I thought he was going to get moved this weekend.
Yeah. I feel like he still probably will. They're probably let's wait until his value lowers a little bit more. Move him for a 6th-round pick.
Do you think they can go back to the old draft format?
Like people in person?
Right.
Oh, God, I hope so. I didn't hear nearly as many sad songs. So he is moving.
I kind of liked it a lot more without like hearing every player interviewed by like Deion Sanders and Susie Colbert after every I don't need to see these kids cry. I just want to hear about their worst moment in their life.
Yeah, like honestly, there were some things we can take from this though, for sure.
Right.
Like Goodell hamming it up to a virtual audience. I think we should keep that.
Eating all of the M&Ms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see Scott Steiner's kid got drafted?
No. What position?
I didn't even look it up because I only saw that it was like his son got drafted.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna watch those highlights. Oh my goodness! What a name! His name is Bronson Rex-Steiner.
That is really good.
Oh, he went to Kennesaw State. That's like not far from here at all. He is okay. He led Kennesaw State with 909 rushing yards last season with an average of 8 yards a carry.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and he's on the Ravens, so you know he's going to be. It's Rick Steiner's son, so Scott's nephew.
Oh, Rick. Okay.
But Bronson Rex-Steiner?
That's good.
It's also like you have to be a big guy with that name. And I'm looking, 6 foot 230. Like he looks like a Bronson Rex-Steiner.
Someone
Is this the Wreck Man? Huh? What pathetic? Yeah. That's why I thought it was like full value. Like, okay, a little juice check vibes. No, this say RB. Yeah. That's why he went undrafted, Jordan. That's why he went undrafted. If he said he was a tailback, like a juice check style, he would have went in the 5th round. Like juice check is hot right now.
Yeah. Well, we took kind of an H-back out of Virginia Tech.
Yeah, like that looks like a Bronson Rechsteiner.
I'll be honest. I think football is just the wrong path for him. Yeah, there's the belt. Like, go do that, dude.
Well, this is he gives it like the old college try. Like football is the fail safe, or excuse me, wrestling's the fail safe. He'll always have that.
Look at him go.
Yeah. Nah, he's cooking. That ain't him. They zoom too far out. That's not a chance. Go to hell.
This dude is juiced to the gills.
Dude, this is he's just Mike Allstott. Yeah.
We out.
Now, honest to God, it's like, oh boy, Lamar is back there. He's got Gus Edwards to his left and Rex Steiner to his right. Like what? Or he might just keep it and run 80 yards with 4.2 speed. Like what?
Look at that clock.
They filmed this from a hell. Yeah, like who the hell is this? Like Scott? Like that's my nephew. That's my boy. Like Jesus.
That white can scoot.
Ashton, man, he is moving, ain't he?
He's a big time hand in the ground, and he's out.
Oh yeah, boy, they did not see the fullback dive coming. He walked to it. Who's calling these? That's how you rush for 900 yards on 8 yards of carry. I need to see some more from this offensive coordinator. You talk about a guy that knows exactly when to use a punch. Nah, this guy's moving. Go to hell, dude. McCaffrey getting paid now. Go to hell. Y'all really pissing me off.
These were kids who grew up with Peyton Hillis posters on their wall. They know what they want.
They're zooming back further and further. I have no idea what just happened.
He still gets in growing.
Wow.
Oh boy, tell me this didn't happen.
Yeah, well, we were just saying Eddie Murphy was the Michael Jordan of comedy. I just heard Simmons say Chris Farley was the Michael Jordan of comedy. My blood was boiling. Rightfully so.
I'm not here to disparage Chris Farley.
Correct.
He's done too much. He brought me too much joy. Big time legend. I don't know if we can say he's that level.
No, and that's the one. If he wanted to say something about the Eddie Murphy part, it's like I defer to him because he lived for the whole Eddie Murphy part. I remember Chris Farley.
Great.
He was great. He wasn't Michael Jordan.
Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, it was great for what he was. Like man, oh man, like you could put him in any era. I feel like Farley would kill. Farley would have 9 million Twitter followers right now. And
oh yeah, no, that kind of
he'd have the best podcast in the world.
That kind of comedy will always play, always.
He had a little fun. You know what I mean?
Big fun.
Jordan had no fun, so it's also a bad comp.
Yeah, so it's both Rodman episodes tonight. That's kind of how they're billing it.
I guess so. I know at least one of his Pistons, so I know that'll be at least one. I don't know.
Oh, then the other one's Bulls. That would make sense.
I'm guessing they'll go Pistons episode 3. Get more into Bulls game 4 or episode 4. But the people out there, do people watch the leaks? I'm curious because I purposely stayed away. But I'm curious if people, because I know some people did. I get it, but I mean,
see, part of the reason that it was easy to stay away from the leaks for me is that it only leaked through 8. You know what I mean? Like
right.
9 and 10. So it's like either way, that just means you have to wait as long as everyone else, but you also have a longer gap of no new stuff.
Yeah. But even then, like the people I know that watched was like, oh no, I'm still gonna watch because there's apparently like not the full cut of what ended up on TV, which is I'm guessing is how only 8 leaked. But this dude is rolling.
And like someone tried to send it to me, and I was like, it's probably a good idea to rip clips to have ready for social. And they were like, oh no, they're very watermarked. And I was like, well, that makes it very easy then.
Yeah. Do I need to start going to some Kennesaw State game? Not if they got no white running back, but
otherwise, booking.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good looking field. Kennesaw State's got a really nice campus too. I might have to come a little bit of a booster, if you know what I mean.
Is Kennesaw State Tennessee?
No, it's like 10 minutes from here.
Oh, it's
like
Georgia?
northern. Yeah.
No idea.
Oh yeah. Like I'm 10 minutes north of Atlanta. Kennesaw is like 10 minutes north of me.
Hearing like state schools that aren't named after the actual state, I'll never know where those are ever.
No, I get it.
And then colleges like Drake, that could be anywhere. Absolutely anywhere.
Canada? I don't. Yeah.
Duquesne. Fuck me if I know. Isn't Duquesne like Pittsburgh?
Sure. Probably.
Yeah, the Ravens very annoying how well they draft.
Yeah, they after again literally writing the book on it. No, but like writing it down and seeing it, this shit can't be that hard, man.
No.
It cannot be that hard. Yeah, first, let me be the AD at Kennesaw State. I looked at where all the good talent comes from every round of the draft, and it's pretty well concentrated, and still nobody has figured out the draft yet. So, which is fine, because I would fail the draft too, but I'm going to fail I'm going to try something, like I'm only taking these positions. These seem to do well here. And I'm not taking a running back in the first round. Sorry.
We did McGuffey tape last time. Tyler was vomitous.
Wait, who's McGuffey?
Sam McGuffey, the white high school running back.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy. No, I'm kidding. He's a good kid. Shout out to Sam.
Drake is in Des Moines, Iowa. That's not true.
Sure, probably. Yeah, Duquesne's in Pittsburgh. That's it.
Oh yeah, Jerry Judy's tweets. Thoughts?
I think I think the fact that we have access to the mind of a 14-year-old Jerry Judy is a tremendous thing. Something that will carry this civilization forward long after we've all demised.
I was a big fan of his train of thought that random 2-day stretch in August.
He couldn't believe it, man. It was a Big Bird. He's like, but seriously, like if Big Bird, like if he was like, if he was just on your block, what would you do?
If you saw, I don't know, let's say Cookie Monster taking a tire iron to Big Bird for getting in Elmo's guts, what would you think?
As I'm saying, which side are you on? You giving him more for? You holding his arms? Like whatever. Terrell Pryor was unreal.
High school?
Oh yeah. I mean, slick college. He got some. You talk about only highlights. Terrell Pryor got highlights.
Terrell Pryor had a decent run in the NFL.
Yeah. He was also a 5-star basketball player who, just about any other time, I'd be like, he probably should have chose basketball. He was like, no, I'm the quarterback, though. So you always choose quarterback. So.
This is one hell of a start to a highlight tape.
This is Pryor?
That's what it said.
I would say, yeah, he was, I think, like Jeanette, Pennsylvania. I remember. Yeah. I remember hearing about Pryor because it was like, I think he was like, we don't know. We don't have him ranked in the basketball. He's either 4 or maybe 5-star. We don't know if it's worth it. We think he's just going football. But if he doesn't, he's also a 5-star basketball player.
This wasn't that long ago for the videos to
what? Did he throw it? Did he like? What?
This is basketball.
There we go. What is it?
Oh boy!
Shit!
A lot of snow.
It's Pennsylvania.
This is I'm watching.
Digging in his nose while he's just recording.
I'm gonna go back to the first one. Hopefully, it picks up.
That's just about his life. Yeah, here we go. He's another one. I think he was just like 6'6", 235, just like when he was like 17. And because I remember I was like, he's gonna go to Ohio State. I was like, but I want him to go wherever Rich Rodriguez goes. So I was like, he was gonna be. I can't remember if he was West Virginia or if he was Arizona. Then I was like, Rich Rodriguez. That's a guy who knows how to use a quarterback, man.
His brief stint with the Jayhawks, I recall.
Bad jerseys, yeah. The Jeanette Jayhawks, okay.
That is one hammered bird.
God, he's fucking sly. He got the Max Scherzer eyes.
There's a very mid 2000s fit.
I know that was a TikTok video he just did. Y'all didn't even know Terrell Pryor was ahead of the time on the. And then come back to some other.
Jackson Pryor, wow.
Wow.
Those are strong. For as bad as the basketball jerseys are, those are strong.
That was pretty good. Yeah, good. Yeah, Matt, he's just coming at you. You're a linebacker in space. It's like, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Just try not to. We played somebody. I remember my friend played cornerback against some guy that was going like, I can't even remember. He was supposed to go. He ended up not. And he was like, my only thing was just don't get embarrassed. He was like, I'm just making one. Like, it ain't going to be no, you shake me out my shoes. I'm committing to my first move every single time. He's like, I think I got him once or twice. Like, I played the numbers.
Here he is accepting his
on
first
the links. Yeah, why don't they show the part where his mother needed heat? Why don't they show that? When did they show that? They showed like the Three Rivers. Michael Matt. I don't know about that. Steve.
Not the most fluid.
Slayton couldn't hold on to the ball, man. I thought Slayton was going to be that juice too. Pat White as well.
We did Tavon Austin last time. Very good.
Just chilling in my draft thing, playing some sticks.
Those giant TVs. Just terrible.
That TV weighs 4,000 pounds. I think Terrell Pryor is 30? I'm not sure.
Not that old.
Like, yeah, he is 30 years old exactly.
He was on the Jets like last year.
He was, yeah. He had like 1,000-yard season randomly.
Sure. Was it for the Browns? Didn't he play like quarterback and receiver in the same year?
Yeah, because he had, that was a long time ago. 2013 was the year he had with Oakland. 2014 didn't play at all. That's the part I was like, just not in the league at all. Interesting. 15 Cleveland, 3 games, 16 Cleveland. He threw 9 passes that year, had 8 rush attempts and caught 77 passes for 1,000 yards. And he has played in 17 NFL games since. That was 2016.
Yeah, they're like, knock it off.
Yeah. Really?
What do you think this is?
Right. Rival head coach. What do you think about Terrell Pryor? But I think he fucking sucks, bro. I wish he'd stop doing that against my team so much. Like,
I am counting down the days till this dude graduates.
Look at this. We played this perfectly. My guy's just not 6'6", 230. That was really the only. Yeah, the blue pants with these is a good touch.
What a pass! And the incredible camera work too, considering what that other guy was getting.
Mr. or Mrs. Pryor conceded he's just playing safety.
Yeah. I picture he subbed himself in too. Like the coaches didn't ask him to. He was like, man, we are not getting it together today.
Yeah, like he's one of those, if all along it was like, yes, no, somebody is going to commit to making Terrell Pryor quarterback. Like wide receiver is just never an option. If basketball even, if he just plays quarterback. Because he was rushing for like 95-yard runs in the NFL. I was like, he can't be something.
Every year, especially with like all the you can't sign Kaepernick because you can't have a playbook just for your backup. It's like, well, why?
Right, like that's the
why not?
Yeah, this is what makes conventional NFL sense. Your worst, less talented player comes in. Let's completely change it up. But that's why I was like, if the Ravens get Jalen Hurts, I didn't know he'd go second round. But it's like we just keep it in the family.
Right.
Like them having Matt Schaub as a backup or whoever makes no sense. I don't even know who the Ravens backup is, but
it was RG3 last year. I don't know who it is now.
Might be RG3 again.
I think he's unsigned because Nate keeps texting me telling me the Patriots should sign him.
Maybe they should.
I don't hate it.
What a machine. Shit. I didn't know that. How many reps a day you could do?
No, of that weight right now with my back, 0.
I think your legs will snap right off your body.
No, fully healthy, I could absolutely do that. I have power.
It's like, I feel like it'd be weird. Yeah, you could do it. It's just like, oh, I've just never seen quads
high school
that way. Yeah,
high school locker rooms have equipment no one else in the world has. Like when we were at SMU's campus, we saw all those machines. It was like, all right, I've seen most, if not all, these before. Right. But yeah, high school, especially a high school football locker room, you'll see. We had one at my school where I had never seen. I've been to a lot of gyms, Tyler. I've never seen anything close to this. It was like you just put like your neck and like did neck lifts. Like,
oh yeah. I've seen it.
But I've only seen it at my high school.
What does he got here? Letters.
It's like, these are all the bills my family can't pay that I would sure like to help out with.
They're like, no, this is great. This is tremendous. You're all very poor. Sell it. Make us believe it. Make us believe you don't have money for dinner.
RG3 have a high school tape?
He might be legit the last good quarterback out of Texas that stayed in the state. Like, none of them go to Texas, but the rest of them just like Baker left the state. Mahomes. Mahomes stayed in the state. Just didn't go to Texas. What the hell's going on with Texas? This is also probably when he was still like, oh yeah, I'm actually like 4'1" fast too. This track thing carries over.
He talking about impressive stats. The year he won Heisman, it was like through October.
Yeah,
it wasn't even like 1 week sample. It was like 6-7 weeks of games when he had more touchdowns than incompletions.
Yeah, it's like, all right, week 6 straight of this. Okay, all right, maybe this Griffin guy's.
He was going like 31 for 32 every week with like 4 touchdowns. He's like, yeah, this is sick.
Yeah, and Luck would do whatever he would do, and they're like, no, this guy's clearly superior. And it's like, is he? Like,
I was super on the RG3 hype train.
Yeah. And boy, oh boy, you talk about talking my shit that rookie year. I was like, huh? Fucking think about that. This is as bad as he's ever going to be. Little did I know. I think that's really the first time Twitter became Twitter, just because I feel like I remember Dragonfly talking so much shit and just pissing so many people off.
I can see that. I think Twitter became Twitter the day the Broncos beat the Steelers.
Tebow.
Yeah.
I don't really remember that Twitter day, honestly.
I remember where I was watching it, and I remember for whatever, like I wasn't big with Twitter at that time, like using it. Like I wasn't big on it, but I just remember in that moment wanting, like my hand just reached into my pocket and pulled out Twitter instantly. And I remember the only reason I know this stat is because of what broke it, or maybe this broke that. When it happened, it was the most tweeted about thing in history. I can't remember if it broke or was broken by Beyonce's pregnancy announcement.
I thought it was the Ellen pick.
That was the most retweeted. But the most tweets per second per minute by everyone, like one single thing, was Emmanuel Sanders just torching. Oh no, it was Demaryius Thomas. Torching.
First play, bro.
It was so strong.
That was very funny. Someone honestly, RG3 should have been in the Olympics, probably, and that's what I wonder if guys will start doing. Like, not that the Olympics are more viable now, but football is getting less viable. 17 games, I can't believe it. Somebody gonna go 4-13 this year. How does that sound? Bad. Yeah, I remember he cooked like week 1 and I think it was like the Saints. And he threw like 300 yards or something. Like RG3 was just that deal from the jump. Who we got here? Honey Badger, Trent Richardson, the previously slandered Trent Richardson. The Monty Ball. Wow.
What you said was true, so it can't even be slander.
Monty Ball, yeah, Wisconsin running back. Yikes.
Didn't quite work.
Not that time.
These Wisconsin running backs come out every 4 years, and every time I sell myself on them. I'm just like,
See, I'm the other way. Every year they come out, and I hear why they're different. I'm like, no, like Melvin Gordon's the success rate of he's the hit. So it's like, yeah, I'm good.
Was James White Wisconsin or Nebraska? No, I can't remember.
It was Wisconsin.
All right, so I'd argue he's the biggest hit.
Depends on if you ask he or Melvin Gordon's agent.
Listen, James White very secure with his contract.
I think Melvin Gordon is too now.
Yeah, after many months of insecurities. Yeah, Baylor's such a weird program to me because they've been they've maintained some level of relevancy almost my entire life, and the early relevancy was like murder. Mm-hmm. And then it progressed into like, oh no, we actually have football teams here. And then the football teams were as bad as murder with what they were doing. And then it was like, all right, now we're just playing sports again. It's like, what's going on? Brittany Ryan was there. Very peculiar.
Josh Gordon, yeah.
It's quite, oh boy. Yeah, we should have seen it coming.
Yeah, not sure why this one's in the highlight. Is there? Yeah, no, he had to be scraped off the field like scrambled eggs. Like we like shit. This got to be shown like the minor setback. Oh yeah, for showing the rehab. I got you.
Still weak.
Boy, yeah, no, he got laid out. Like
Sean Oakman, he was Baylor product.
Yeah. That's how I knew how bad that guy was. There was never any tape. Like it was just only how big he is. There were never any highlights.
Never.
Are these black Baylor jerseys?
I can't tell if it's that or the camera work.
I was gonna say, like, I don't even. Not the ones when they were coming out of the tunnel. First, that great Kansas squad. He's playing against Terrell Pryor's team here.
That was an incredible throw. I don't care who it was against. He was just so accurate.
Underthrow. Not impressed.
He really never recovered from getting robbed at Browns during like a game.
I think it was over before that, man.
That was, I mean, I've never heard of anything like that. Like quarterback robbed in own parking lot.
Listen, that's the RG3 experience. I good for him. He is still backing up. Like, let him get a couple of checks that way. He's earned it after the way Washington just like imagine that happening now. Like Tua just comes in, just wins Rookie of the Year. It's just dynamite. Not the first quarterback taken, but it's just dynamite. They make the playoffs. He gets hurt, and they're just like, no, stay in. Like, by all means. Oh, no, we're still going to read option for you. So we're not, like, going to change the way that we play whatsoever. Yeah, and his career is just never the same. And it's like, boy, that guy was the bust, wasn't he? Was he? Like, what? It's his fault? Like, he's right. He's not blame-free. But, yeah, Kendall Wright, he had some receivers back in the day. Yeah, I was like, okay. The year he was healthy, he like set records.
Right.
Then he got hurt, and they were like, no, it's definitely Kirk Cousins' time.
Yeah, the Redskins, when you talk about all-time bad drafts, them trading up as much as they did, and to be fair, the Rams didn't do much with the haul they got, but them trading up as much as they did for RG3 and then taking another quarterback 3 rounds later.
Yeah, well, it's also everything repeats itself, man. The Redskins got that Ricky Williams trade for their entire draft and did shit with it.
Yeah.
It's unfathomable now, Booger. It used to be you couldn't get a team's entire draft and do shit with it. Honey Badger LSU.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Good call, Ashton Nicholas. You talk about it rare in the sense that it's like I don't think I've seen anybody like him and haven't since him in college. No. There's been better players, but like anybody that's just like, oh yeah, he reminds me of Tyrann Mathieu. Nope. Maybe it'll come. Yet
Aaron Donald was one of those picks, was he? No, there's no chance.
That I don't know.
I remember Michael Brockers was one of them.
I was like, yeah, Donald been in the league for a minute, so that I don't know.
Obviously, if they got Donald, then it was a good trade, but I don't think they did.
Oh, a little flip flopping.
Yeah, I don't remember that being part of it. Honey Badger was so interesting to watch because on field it's like this guy might win Heisman, and then off field it's like this guy might be in prison. And he wasn't even doing anything bad; he was just smoking weed.
Not even weed. He's smoking spice.
Well, yeah, because weed was illegal.
Whose fault is that? We got to think about his foresight to go to a school in a country in a time where weed was illegal everywhere. It really makes you think, man. He was also a guy. It was like his rookie year when he was only doing kick returns and punt returns. It's like, oh no, this guy's special. Like he's just every once in a while somebody legit jumps off the screen. It's like every tackle he makes, he's forcing a fumble, or he's just always around.
Right.
The ball. He's always making a play.
I feel like he made the blonde fucking
on top
hair. Yeah, I feel like he made that cool too.
I was gonna say full blonde. Yeah, he was one of the first. I can't wait till they show the Kentucky where I think he just takes the ball out of the guy's hands. Even at the time, I was like, that. I don't know what you could do there, man. And I think he went 3rd or 4th round.
He went way too late. I was screaming at my TV every time we came up.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, that was one of those like I get he was smoking spice. If he's not going to do it on game days, first round grade. Sunday through Saturday, go crazy, big guy.
He was just always making plays, always.
And I remember I had an argument with the friend. It was like, I don't know, can he do that in the NFL? He's so small. It's like, I get it. But I think guys like that just like you don't lose a nose for the ball.
Right.
Now, is he going to be like basically upending people? Actually, yes. That part has kind of translated. He's very good.
Did he have to go to like a D2 school after LSU, or did he just come back to LSU?
I can't remember if he did and like never ended up playing. And then let me see. College career.
Because he was legitimately like in rehab, wasn't he?
Yeah, September 2012, he ended his withdrawal. Yeah, October, and then November 2012, he announced he would enter the draft. So yeah, he never went anywhere else. He played just those 2 years for LSU, and you talk about stuff in the box score.
Yeah,
like his freshman year, 13 games. 59 total tackles, 8.5 tackles for loss, 4.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 7 passes broken up, 2 fumbles recovered, 5 fumbles forced.
You just can't do anything with that at the next level, Tyler.
Next year, 77 tackles in the same 13 games, 7.5 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, 2 picks, 17 passes defense. And 9 breakups, 4 fumbles recovered and 2 touchdowns, and he forced 6 fumbles. I was like, dude, I don't care if he's 5'2" at the combine. I'd take him in the first. I just don't care.
Weird, like there are certain nicknames too where it's just so perfect. You're just like, there's no way this guy's gonna fail. Like he might have something off field happen that just completely ruins his career, but on field, I know he's good. As long as he's on the field, he's going to produce.
Yeah, it's also you'll notice he went from 14 to 7 because they were like, oh wait a minute, yeah, they're like wait a minute, no. Somebody had 7. It was like no, take that off, give it here.
Was it Peterson?
No, I think he went pro, but I think
that's what I mean. I'm saying. Like
no, but that's what I'm saying. It was like as soon as it opened up, it's like no, it's going to this guy. We don't even. There's no.
Right. I'm sure he would have had it as a freshman if Peterson just wasn't there.
Morris Claiborne is like, I'm pretty good too. It's like you are. There's no doubt about it. It's going to Matthew. There's no doubt about it.
Like those kind of ball skills, enough people can bat it. Not a lot of them can also just track it and then house it.
Yeah. He's also like, I feel like he's more durable than I thought. I feel like injuries kind of wrecked what he could have been. He's never played less than 10 games, which is surprising. He's played 16, 3 straight. Like this, yeah, this is a guy. Like if I took him in the first round, I was like, listen, if he overdoses on spice, my scouting grade was right on him. I was like, I would bet my life this guy was going to be a successful NFL player. Like he, like never elite speed, but like that's changed the direction. I think this is the game somebody's talking about earlier. Like he beat them by
himself. Yeah.
I think he had like another long kick return, like a fumble, like wild armbands on his arm. Unreal.
George was up in this game.
Yeah, 10-zip. Is that? Who was that? Not Stafford.
No, AJ.
No, AJ. Who?
Didn't they have a quarterback named AJ?
No, AJ. I can think it was McCarron.
Who the fuck was what's his name?
Yeah, who was this Georgia quarterback then? What year is this? 2011.
Oh, I was thinking of Aaron Murray.
Oh, yeah, that may be him.
So yeah, because it went Stafford, Joe Cox, Aaron Murray, Hudson Mason.
Talk about somebody I knew wasn't going to be a star based off his name. Respectfully,
Grayson Lambert. They had a tough stretch here.
Respectfully,
Fatan Bauta.
I don't know about that.
Listen, Wikipedia doesn't either. You can't even click on his name.
Oh, I remember that play specifically. I'm just going to drag you down. And I've never seen a forced fumble bounce his way that he didn't get like two hands.
Correct. Then Jacob Eason and Jake Fromm back to back.
Hudson Mason. Yikes. I was like, Kentucky stunk then. And I'm like, Hudson Mason, UGA. Like, you got it. Come on. We might have a quarterback better than that.
I was going to say, this isn't like there's not a lot of good names on here.
No. Listen, Georgia's not quarterback you.
No, they sure aren't. But like they had Stafford, obviously. I can't even begin to pronounce Joe Tarashinsky.
Sure.
Not a quarterback name, I'll tell you that much. DJ Shockley.
Okay.
Who I would have guessed was a receiver.
Oh, nah. Yeah, he was Vic's backup.
David Green before that.
Yeah.
Quincy Carter before that.
Oh, yeah. Quarterback you. Yeah, and then again, I had Justin Fields, and we'll see what happens with Eason. They got all their quarterbacks at the same time.
Yes.
It was like, dude, where was Justin Fields when fucking Hudson Mason was under center? Like, what? I got Grayson Lambert here. Why can't I go from like Fromm to Eason to Fields? Why couldn't we spread that out, guys?
Nope, all at once.
Or Eason to Fromm to Fields, my bad.
It's just Stafford and Fran Tarkenton 50 years ago. Those are the two. And Quincy Carter was all right.
Now, Quincy Carter has to be. Shockley was I think he was like 7th round pick. He was a good backup. I did think Aaron Murray was going to be a decent backup, though.
I thought there was a stretch there where I thought he was going to be like an actual prospect.
Yeah, I never liked him. I was like, as a backup, I was like, I would take him as my back. He felt like McCarron to me. I was like, he's off-brand McCarron.
Boy, let me tell you, these highlights did not happen that long ago.
No.
For the footage to be looking like this.
Quincy, touchdown counter.
Yeah, listen, it says every one of his career, and this is a 15-minute video.
Why are we watching this? How many touchdowns there can't be like that? When Quincy Carter scored 317 like career touchdowns. He was really that dude, man. I had no idea.
Yeah, they didn't get caught up with that white girl. He'd be fine.
Yeah, that booger sugar.
Man, give it to him, Quincy.
That ain't Urban. It can't be. Oh, yeah. I remember Urban came out of retirement to play with Quincy Carter. It's like, I've got to play with this guy.
Well, yeah, why is he wearing 88?
Because I'm telling you, Michael Irvin was like, this guy is next.
What a dark time in Dallas Cowboy history.
America's team, yeah. Got him. I think great jerseys, man. Cowboys really got some all-timers.
They do. Yeah, sometimes I don't know why they ever fuck with the formula at all.
Yeah, like they changed like the shades of blue. It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
Like those right there, timeless.
timeless.
The silver hat, perfect. Old 49ers gear. Quincy. Now, college quarterbacks is so funny because it's looked like college basketball when you get to, it's like Devin Booker was behind like Andrew Harris. It's one of those that's like, wait, who was my man that started for Clemson? It's like Kelly Bryant started how many games over Trevor Lawrence? Like even a 15-year-old Trevor Lawrence? Who was Vic?
Yeah.
Marcus? Wow.
Someone said, how did 01 Miami not have more players drafted than this LSU team? I think that was just for one draft.
Mm.
So like that whole Miami team got drafted, but it all wasn't the same year.
Yeah. Miami also had, if I'm not mistaken, it was that year, a linebacker that would have been drafted, but he died before the draft. I think he died in a car accident. So if like the record came down to one player, no, yeah.
There it goes.
Like, it's just another thing. Like, it's incredible to watch now, but not like that out of place to watch now. But at the time, it was like, oh my God. Like, he's not just running, he's faster than everybody. He's not just throwing it. His arm's stronger than everybody. Like,
I still don't know that I've seen more powerful arm than Vic.
Yeah, I think he makes it look the most effortless I think I've seen. He and Flacco are probably the most, like, just 60 yards out of their hand that just step into it.
Yeah, Josh Allen too, in terms of just chucking it.
Yeah. Oh man, if you remember I think it was NCAA. You were never an NCAA football video game player either, were you?
I played it, but only when I was at like my friend's house. I would never buy it.
Okay. Whatever year, 2000 or maybe 99 with Vic on it was unfair.
I certainly didn't have friends back then, so I didn't play that.
Oh boy, I remember my uncle would only. It was one of those. He would only play with us if he could play as Virginia Tech. It was unstoppable. You finally hit one. You can't hit him. He only would run for 500 yards, and the second you hit him, he lets it go, and it goes 90 yards in the air. Like, he was slick, more unstoppable there than Madden. Madden Vic gets the hype, but when you got a good guy in college like that, there's no comparison.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't have other teams don't even have a single person on their team as fast as Michael Vick.
Yeah, it's not very fair.
And I still can't believe he went number one because he was 6 foot tall. He completed like 50-something% of his passes. And even then they were still like, no, but no, still. He's not tall or white, but
listen, well, if we're wrong here, we're fine with it.
Yeah, like Dan Reeves was like, listen, I'll wear it. If I strike out on this. Because they traded LT and I don't know if it was the pick that came Breeze, but they got Breeze that same draft. No, I think they got Breeze with the pick they already had, but LT and some other stuff. They got like a Pro Bowl kicker or some shit. Like they got.
No, I think that was I was confusing that in my brain too. I think that was the Manning for Rivers swap.
Oh, you might be right.
They got like Nate Kading and Sean Merriman.
Yeah, Sean Merriman. I think you might be right. What was I know the Vic one was LT because LT was 5 in that draft, but
can you imagine trading a running back for Michael Vick?
Can you imagine drafting a running back that high and getting the trade? And he's another one. I was like, oh boy, there's not a chance LaDainian Tomlinson with that face mask is not going to be a good running back.
Unreal name too.
Oh, are you from Texas? A running back named LaDainian? Come on, dog. They got 5 to select Tomlinson. Atlanta's 3rd round pick, 67. They got Tay Cody, and their 2nd round pick the next year, which they got Rashae Caldwell, and they also got Tim DeWhite, who was a Pro Bowl returner back then. I think he made the Pro Bowl. Or he wasn't Pro Bowl, but he was a good kick returner.
So they got LaDainian Tomlinson from Mike Vick.
Yep. They got and again, you know what, man? Oh man, who even won that trade?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
I was gonna say, it's like LT clearly had the better career, but I mean, he played with the better team, and I don't think they reached. I feel like they reached this. Both of them made one conference championship, maybe.
Chargers may have made 2.
Okay,
it's
good on them.
But LT was often not helping out in the bigger stage.
I was like, yeah, good on them. A team with 27 All-Pro players,
right,
and the first ranked offense, defense, and special teams in history to make the conference finals. Yeah,
I remember vividly one year when they beat the Colts, me being thrilled because I was like, well, that's a dub.
Yeah.
It was one of the years like Peyton was like cooking a little too much for my liking, and I was like, I really don't want to have to play them this year.
Yeah.
And then the Colts were like, don't worry, you don't, or the Chargers like, you don't have to. I was like, thank you. Come to New England in January, you fucking idiots.
Merriman was good. Alden Smith, that feels backwards, but yeah, both those guys were beasts. I was like, Alden Sack has 19 sacks, like again. I was like, for his like 4th straight season, and then he just lost his mind.
Yeah, he was done.
And now he's back. Didn't somebody just sign him?
I thought he was like trying to get back. I didn't see that he got signed.
Yeah, I thought or maybe that's what it was. Alden Smith, Cowboys signed him.
All right, that's interesting.
Yeah, he is like they'll roll those like Rolando McClain dice. Like he's 30. He's 30 years old, hadn't played since 2017. He has made 1 Pro Bowl, which surprises me.
Yeah, that feels wrong.
Yeah, because he can't. Rookie year, he had 14. Second year, 19.5. Then 8.5, 2, 3.5, and it was done.
Who was the other Smith, the 49ers? Was Justin Smith?
Yeah, Justin Smith. Bengals great.
Those are monsters. Someone asked me a good question in here. Oh, if I was ready to hand the reins to Jamar Smith, the Patriots' new quarterback, I legitimately, after we signed him as an undrafted free agent, I started watching his highlights, and 3.5 minutes in, I was like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah, again, that's the beauty of not having a team. I ain't trying to talk myself into no shitty. Like, listen, man, I know he ran a 4.9, but maybe it was just a bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he'll really figure it out on our AstroTurf.
I was just like, this dude's not playing. Like, what? And if he does, like me watching this
something went terribly wrong.
Well, even if he's like good, it's like me watching these highlights isn't going to tell me anything. Like, correct. We're not going to be like, oh yeah, that game against Liberty. Let me tell you.
Like, I'm slick out on highlights, dude. Like, it is what I'll see you when you get here. Now, if I find out you're 26, well, you know I can't jive with that. But pocky candy on the cuts.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with
what
that.
What a zip,
yeah. Do you think Jameis is going to do enough to overtake Taysom as the QB2?
Not for that salary. How much did Jameis get? Did Jameis money?
I don't know if it's official yet. I
know Taysom Hill's money is official.
Very.
Like 21 mil.
It sounds like 16.3, and then everything else is incentive based. Which aren't the Saints the team that actively like wouldn't let someone get a rushing touchdown because it saved them like $1 million?
That I don't know. I just know if James is going to cost $800,000 and Taysom Hill is going to cost $26 million. That's right.
Yeah, that information's not going over well at this household.
I still can't believe Vic won. It was the right choice, and I still can't believe it happened.
Yeah, no, especially like the Cam was drafted 11 years after?
That sounds right. 10 or 11, yeah.
And like very clearly like a more complete overall like size, everything you'd want. And that was not as much of a done deal 11 years later.
No, listen. It was Blaine Gabbert was there. Christian Ponder was there. It could have went a lot of different ways.
Who was the D tackle who went 2? Was that Darius?
Yeah, who was that draft? I think, Von Miller went 2. Darius went 3.
Oh, yeah. So like a Whitney Merciless draft too, or was that after?
Probably.
And it was just like, yeah, listen, maybe you just want to take the safe player.
Nah. Yeah, and again, it was like, if Vic has a rocket arm and shaky accuracy, let's make him a bunch of short throws. Let's completely switch up the offense for him.
And let's just give him no one at receiver.
I mean, listen, yeah, it was like Peerless Price, Brian Finner, and Crumpler. Those wasn't the issues, but the type of stuff they was asking him to do was. And Jim Moore Jr. was like, in hindsight, I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, hindsight. Also, yeah, known playbook studier Michael Vick. Let's completely switch everything.
Well, listen, when he got to Philly and had like legit weapons and a real coach, he was cooking.
Yeah, he was. After prison, yes.
Correct. After his stint.
I'd say also when he didn't have to, when it was like, listen, if I'm gonna play, I have to read this playbook. Before he's like, what are you gonna do to me? Owner pushes me in a wheelchair. Like I'm the owner.
He's like, I can walk into any Home Depot I want and take anything.
Lumber, give me that. Hammer, give me that. Jake Locker, good grief.
Did he even make it to the end of his first contract?
He might have retired before then.
That's what I mean. I wasn't even trying to say that as a joke. I think he did.
Yeah, I think, or it might have been. He's like, like, so Jake, what are you thinking for your next deal? He's like, I'll probably go back to school or something.
He was like, I can barely stand up.
Yeah.
Like I'm all set.
Is that Keith Bullock, Pro Bowl linebacker for the Titans? Got some. Jesus.
I think it was like, I'm not too worried about it.
I couldn't be any less concerned. Just strikes.
Is Vic on the Steelers like Randy Moss on the Titans level?
No, but for the lone fact that Vic Steelers jersey is fire.
If Vic really did he play in a bad jersey?
No, the Jets is his worst one, and even
I forgot about that one.
But no, the Steelers Vic fire. Hard to mess it up with the Steelers, but hard to mess it up with Vic too.
Well, he was the only thing I'd say is he was wearing. Was it 2 there?
I think so. Yeah, it wasn't 7.
So it could have been better.
Yeah, if they got that criminal out of their quarterback, maybe he could have got 7 to himself.
If Kevin Cobb doesn't get hurt and Vic doesn't cook, I don't know about that.
No, I mean that's what it took. I think Andy Reid was ready to do it, but yeah, if Cobb didn't get concussed, it's one of those. They discovered Draymond Green. Like, well, I mean, David Lee also turned an ankle, so
for sure. But I do think like it's one of those things too where you just like you start losing your locker room because Cobb's just okay, and you got Vic at practice dominating every day. It's just like maybe we give the old man a shot, and then you just never.
Well, I mean, I think it worked out. So, like the very first time it happened, it was like, okay, well, what can we do? Vic's our quarterback now. It just so happened to be, I think it was like literally the first game. And
yeah, well,
got like he got like 10, 12 starts in this season.
Injuries really can start a dynasty.
Yeah, or stop them. That's the game, man.
Very true. Yeah, very true.
Like, injuries are the only way to start or stop a dynasty. Gone. That was like Andre Jones? Nah. That's right. Yeah, if David Lee just gets healthy, it's like, yeah, no, you're back to 35 minutes a game. Hit the pine green.
Putting up big stats that mean nothing.
Yeah, like, all right, I know your advanced numbers are great, but David Lee is getting 20 and 10 the old-fashioned way.
David Lee.
Some bad jerseys in the ACC.
I feel like Virginia Tech could be doing a little bit more.
Like, I'm fine with theirs, but just over, like, the Syracuse, these Pitts, like, maroon, it's so rare. I don't mind it, but well, yeah, Coley doesn't have a dog, so I don't know what anyone's talking about with that.
dogs are massive pains in the ass.
Mm-hmm. They sound very hungry.
It's not even that. They just like start like playing with each other, and one of them doesn't really know how to.
What? Did Draymond Green really say this?
What?
Did he, Steph, and Clay change the game of basketball?
I mean, Draymond said a lot of things. I know he was.
I was gonna say that's why I wouldn't.
He was on All the Smoke with our pals, and he was saying all sorts of stuff.
What? Okay. I feel like, did Barkley come up again?
Yeah, he said he'd rather have his career than Barkley's.
I don't know about that.
He was like Barkley. He was like Barkley made money, but I don't even know if he made more than me. And I was like,
I was like, now that's a fact, but a low. That's
Draymond
Barkley's
called himself the best screener of all time.
Did he really?
Yes.
Come on, dude. So, because he was laughing at like Gobert for crying about the All-Star game. Now he's like, yeah, no, my screen, I'm the best. All right.
Well, at least he's not even talking about screen assists. He's just like, listen, no one sets a screen like DG.
I don't even know if that's true. Like, he's fine.
Well,
didn't help this year.
People were throwing around the highlight of him just like straight up tackling the Celtics that one time where he like upends Marcus Smart.
Yeah,
it's very funny.
No, he's a clean player, the cleanest.
What else did he say? He said something else about Barkley. I can't remember. What it was.
You can money across the air. Like Solomon Hill probably made more than Barkley.
That's the thing. He said like he gave credit to the era for being why he had more money, but
Barkley made $43 million in his career.
Is that really all it is?
That's it.
That's tough.
84 to 99, he made $43.6 million. And I know there are multiple players that will make that this year in the NBA. Even adjusting for different era. Whole world, man.
I don't hate that take. Draymond has the best, worst takes simultaneously. Like he gets people talking. He really knows how to piss people off. But what he says, like usually warrants being pissed off at. It's just like, dude.
I'll say the day he retires, he's got like a first take job lined up.
Oh yeah, without question.
Because he'll say whatever, he'll be wrong, perfectly fine with it, and he'll argue with players that are much better than him, which is really what turns the goods into greats.
It's probably going to end up being him and Pierce on the same show.
Oh, that's disgusting. Would you rather have Barkley's career or Draymond's?
I mean, Barkley's got the MVP.
Doesn't have those two defensive players of the year, maybe.
No, he sure doesn't, and I don't think he minds much. He had the dream team, which is fire to be a part of, and like one of the better players on it too. Not even just like there for the ride.
Yeah. 11 All-Stars, 11 All-NBAs, rebounding title, career averages of 22, 12, and 4.
Yeah, I feel like everyone who's ever seen a basketball agrees Charles Barkley's one of the all-time greats. So yeah, I'd probably
except Draymond Green.
Draymond's got like Charles isn't hurting for money. You know what I mean? Like he's also made plenty post playing. I don't know. I think he's probably enjoyed. Like, do I get their life too?
Sure.
Because then I think it's Barkley in a wash.
I was gonna say Barkley never showed his meat to Snapchat. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he has someone handle it for him.
For a solid decade, Barkley averaged 24, 12, 4 assists, a steal and a half, and shot 55% from the field. And got to the free throw line 9 times a game.
And I like Draymond a lot. Like I've always been a Draymond guy, but I've always been a Charles Barkley guy too.
Yeah, there's a time when I would have said Draymond in the winning, but now I'd be like, nah, give me Barkley, man. Give me Barkley over Horry, over Kerr, over any of these guys.
Yeah, especially guys from his era who have the winning but not the money over him.
Oh yeah. Like you have to be Barkley or Judd Buechler. But there are people who be like, well, listen, Boucher's got 3 rings, man. You got to take the rings. Okay. I would have said that when I was like 12, but
Barkley is in Space Jam.
mm-hmm.
He was like the big get for that team.
Yeah, he was a superstar. Imagine Draymond Green being the big get for like the Masked Singer. Draymond said KD should have told the owner to trade him. What?
Yeah, he did.
To trade himself?
No, to trade Draymond, yeah.
Oh, after he's like, listen, if I was good enough, that's what I would have did. All right.
He was basically like, listen, if he didn't like me, but he wanted to keep winning here, he should have demanded a trade.
I feel like I think it was Bomani Jones and somebody were talking about the other day. It was basically like at the time Durant was coming up, he just copied the LeBron blueprint to the T. It was just taken completely different, everything he did, because he didn't do the decision. That's how from that point, because he like lost. So he went and joined a super team like LeBron did, won 2 straight like LeBron did, got finals MVP like LeBron did. And he's like, all right, everybody loves LeBron now. Love me. We didn't. And now it's the injury makes it worse, but it's like if he cooked on the Nets and still does, I don't like the Warriors just won't be forgotten, but I think they'll be forgiven. I don't think as many people will hold it against him, but maybe not because he keeps saying things. A lot of pitch work in these. They're just showing how good Vic's pitch work is for the triple option.
They were absolutely going to install into the NFL.
Yeah. The burner accounts. Yeah, and that's exactly it. He did forget to adjust for take inflation.
I think if Durant never had the burner stuff, people wouldn't look at him like they do.
I agree, but it's kind of part of it. It's like, come on, man. You're way too good for this. It's like we expect this from DeMar DeRozan, not you.
Right.
Man.
Right.
But,
if he had the burner accounts, but was just like flaming people instead of like agreeing with himself on his main account, I think that also would have been different too.
Well, even then, when he used to be flaming people, he's just flaming people from his old account.
I know.
Like people like him much more.
Way more. I mean, he got Chris Palmer like removed from basketball.
Yeah, that was. He should lead with that more. That's one of those like, oh, I didn't know he was in Star Wars. Like, you should put that on the top of the resume.
He's just like, you got NBA in your app, but I don't see you anywhere. And then ESPN was like, he's right. Get him out of here.
Boy, you talk about. We need to pull up some videos of Chris Palmer's takes. Search for Chris Palmer NBA, see what comes up on YouTube.
Will there be anything?
Were you lying the other day when you said that you were close? Or did you mean it?
He blocked me for that.
He should have.
I put
Chris Palmer.
I woke up one day and he said the crying Jordan wasn't funny. And so I put the crying Jordan over that tweet.
Yeah. I told it's just not funny. Block.
I don't really see any. I don't know what this is.
What does it say?
ESPN Chris Palmer and his Kobe Bryant tweets buried at ESPN Chris Palmer debunked. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Yeah. That is the dark web.
Yeah, you end up like a human kidney shows up at your door like 2 days from now. You're like, what did I click? This is the most random account that has me blocked on Twitter. Oh boy.
The Harrison High School principal for this man.
Yeah, they got your ass. Imagine tearing these poor people, these poor public servants.
During these times.
LL Cool J has me blocked.
Yeah, he does.
Bill Cosby has me blocked. I got
understandable.
Cosby's pretty. Listen, both are completely understandable.
Does Juice follow you yet?
No. Did I block? I don't know if I blocked him. I might have just muted him because I don't want to smoke.
Yeah, we'll talk about this on the full episode, I assume, but that was barbaric.
Again, that's why, like, as I get older, I understand why it is so important to have the correct record, like, in print, because people can say any goddamn thing they want and just tell any kind of lie that they want.
Just the general concept, and I obviously, especially when the internet wasn't as connected as it is now, and it's much easier to get a general consensus. But if you didn't think Nelly was cool back then, like, I don't even know how I could trust you with any of your thoughts.
Right? Yeah. Who the guy who ever said that? I need to know who he thought was cool. He's like, y'all wasn't listening to no Immortal Technique, though. No, we weren't.
Listen, part of his argument was he started quoting KRS-One.
Oh, brother. Did Jerry? Who? Jerry, you gotta be more specific.
Yeah, I don't know who that could be.
I would say Jerry Jones, Judy. I hope not.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger does have me blocked. I don't know.
I think I don't. I think Ben doesn't have me blocked because I'm surprised. He's a big blocker.
I don't even know why I'm blocked. I don't think I've tweeted anything about him.
I know that's how Bill Barnwell has me blocked like that. I was like, I don't even think I tweeted anything bad about Bill Barnwell, and he was like, nope.
I would like to know. This is why I'd like to know when you get blocked or unfollowed.
Yeah, I just want to see it.
Just knowing the moment where people were just like, "That's enough."
Yeah, it's like when like I was just added in this. He read it and was like, "I'm just everybody involved." Like I went back and searched. It was like me retweeting his article, like good article, and he's like, "Enough, enough." Yeah, like, get off my dick, man. Like.
Woj has me blocked. That one I don't much care for.
Yeah, that's Chris and Schefter. Because anytime any NFL shit, Chris is like, somebody please tell me what he said. Like, I'm dying, man. Like, did somebody die? Who? Like, is Zion Williamson the president? Like, what? Please, somebody tell
me. Chris got blocked for telling him his podcast name stinks, right?
Yeah. Like, Adam, I'll be frank. And then stink. No, you got way too many ads to find it. BSO stole my tweet and then blocked me. He was like, I got that. I was like, yeah, I blocked that. Same with Barnwell. I got no beef with Barnwell, but you blocked me, I'm gonna block you.
It's harder to block people back now.
It is. Who else? Sage still got me blocked.
I honestly think this is in the realm of possibility.
Yeah, he's like, what? No, I didn't even know. I just saw it in general. I was like, I don't want this negativity scrolling down
Billy B's life.
Down Double B's timeline.
Dan Gilbert has me very blocked.
I don't think I'm blocked by Dan Gilbert. No, mine's just probably because I was trying to compliment LL Cool J and he blocked me. And I was like, I don't even think he blocked me for the bad stuff I said about him. And I said some bad stuff about him. That's the absurd part.
Oh, Jerry Rice. People are asking if Jerry Rice has you blocked.
No. Rice doesn't. I know, yeah, somebody asked earlier, Julio doesn't. Not yet, I think if I blocked Jerry Rice, I think it would really bother him. Like even if he just randomly comes across the account.
No, Jalen doesn't have me. I was never one to tweet 81 jokes at him. I think that was really funny.
Jalen who? Which
Rose.
Oh, yeah, I'm not blocked by him. How much would I pay to talk shop with Jerry Rice? Not a damn dime. Would
you rather draft a running back or pay?
Yeah, I'd rather draft a running back. Because, like, okay, listen, I like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm not going to like talking shop with Jerry Rice.
No.
He's going to be telling me every single route he ever ran and how the quarterback overthrew him.
Oh, yeah. My high school has me blocked.
That's rough. For what?
I used to chirp the AD
a lot.
Yeah, like I used to chirp the AD a lot, but I wouldn't like at the account, I don't think.
Yeah, that's how I'm like, I don't at Jerry Rice. It's not like I'm afraid to add him. It's just
there's no point.
Yeah, he know how I feel. Like this isn't something that I would. It's like, oh, he replied back. Oh, Jerry, man, I'm just playing. You've always been the best. No, you top 7.
Yeah, I don't. I don't get the people who are like at them. It's like, I know how this website works. Like most people, famous people don't look at this. And the ones that do, like, I don't really like, yeah, if they find it, I'm going to talk to them. If not, I don't really care.
I don't say, listen, again, you dominating your realm. You don't want to come to my realm.
That's true.
You don't want to play me off the field, Rice.
Yeah, you don't want to come down in the sewer and deal with this.
Yeah. You see, can I cover him in the post? Probably not. Is he a better tweeter than me? No. Both things are true. He just starts taking tweet lessons.
Oh, yeah, David Wells saying Kurt Schilling sucked was very funny the other day.
It just reminded me of Mac 11. Like, just
Kurt Schilling.
Yeah, who did everybody fucking hate? Kurt Schilling. Next question. 38. Yeah. Bloody Footman. Yeah. Nah. Fucking hated him.
That was another one though, because Kurt Schilling was like, "Why didn't you at me, you coward?" And just like, you saw it all the same,
right? Yeah. Listen, no, I still think you pussy. Like, I don't. You seeing this doesn't change my opinion. Like, I don't.
That was great. Kurt Schilling's such a weird sports figure in my life because like 04 doesn't happen without him. 04 was great for me. The Red Sox are my favorite or second favorite team behind the Celtics. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. And he's just like a raging dickhead for the rest of his life. And it's like, all right, he's got me blocked.
Yeah, it's one of those. He gets the butt. Like a lot of like bad people. Like even Karl Malone didn't even get that. It's just fuck Karl Malone. But it's like when Schilling comes up, it's like, hey, listen, on the mound, he was the real deal. I don't know what horrible human being. Sound like a bad boss from that video game shit. But on the mound, I got fucking ace.
Listen, in crunch time, very few people you'd want on the mound.
Like legit, that Diamondbacks is like, listen, they've got Johnson and Schilling. If they can just find one other starter, might just run the table. Might did run the table.
It's like he doesn't even have to be really that good. Like
we're fine losing the third game. Like we're just gonna play the odds. We'll win 2 for every one. Yeah, we'll win every series in 6 games and win it. We're like a shot. Luis Gonzalez will drop a blooper and
tomato. We're out of there.
According to plan.
Yeah, before he even went crazy, he blocked me because I just called him a cunt. That's a word I use a lot, and I wasn't even like saying it in demeaning. A cunt.
Oh, that's a bad.
And it's not. I wasn't even saying it like as a demeaning thing, and he was just like, "Hell, damn, and ass are allowed on this page."
Rifles and blowjobs.
What an ad! It was an incredible ad.
Findyourlove.com
is not a hookup site or it's not a dating site.
It's not a dating site. Oh man, now that's kind of the Schilling thing because Randy Johnson's one of my favorite pitchers of all time. So when I do think of that, I have to think of Schilling. It's like fuck that guy, but boy, you talk about 9 strong innings, man.
Yeah,
you pencil him in, put it in pen. Like he was just postseason automatic.
Who's someone who, if you were blocked,
that's dot spelled out, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He was like, I don't want people accidentally clicking on this hyperlink.
I won't have that blood on my hands.
Who's someone, if you were blocked by them, it would legitimately ruin your Twitter experience. Like you wouldn't be able to tweet the same.
Oh boy, Barry Sanders.
Does he get fire?
Huh?
Does he have like fire tweets, or you just?
No, it would just hurt to know that the 1 second he knew that I existed, he wanted to know that I never existed ever again. Like that. That would just hurt me to my core. So, or Moss, but Sanders,
Moss would be tough.
Sanders probably my number 1. Moss is a close one, but if he's just like Withers, I'm a crack user. I'm like, no.
Yeah, let me explain.
Follow. He could have clicked that button.
Oh, but what if he clicked follow by accident while trying to block you, and then by the time you got to his profile, just blocked?
Yeah, I screenshot it and go to post about it, and then go back. I'm like, wait, no. But I'm logged in from the Mickstape account or something. I mean, what? Getting blocked by LRB, that's a privilege, man. That lady's broke something. Why didn't she call the NFL draft?
Oh man, with all those sob stories, she would have been.
Why didn't she call it? It just hit me.
I think they need to wait till next year. They knew people were already doing enough. They couldn't give you the LRBs too quick.
Yeah. I remember for the Super Bowl, we talked to Levante David, and we had him live block Stephen Che on air, and you could hear like the Ralph Wiggum. You could see when his heart broke. Yeah, and at the end, he was like, "Will you follow him back?" And Steve was like, "Oh, you guys really had me."
That's very funny. I think if Stephen A. blocked me, just because he's got so many classics.
Yeah, that would hurt. Is that what they meant by the question? Like, who would it hurt? Like, ruin my experience? Because Barry Sanders wouldn't ruin my Twitter experience. It would just ruin my life. But my Twitter,
I didn't even see it in there. I was just asking personally. But yeah, however you want to take it. What would ruin your Twitter experience?
Woj just pretty tough, just because he's just kind of the hub. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even Shams. I meant Shams. No. Like, if somebody just blocked you from the ESPN main account, that would really it's like this is just so much more inconvenient. Or like the NFL account, like one of the main ones. Like somebody went in here and blocked my ass.
Does PFT block people? I can't even imagine.
I can see him being a blocker.
I feel like you have to be a real big dickhead to get blocked by PFT.
I don't know who blocked who first, but I think he and OJ went their ways.
I could see that.
OJ blocked him.
Probably for the best.
Pissed off. Yeah, blocked by Vic. Yeah, that's another one that would hurt me personally, but not really my Twitter experience.
Yeah, no, too many celebrities don't have good tweets. That's why it's not that bad.
That's what I'm
no, when I see when Woj does tweet, I just see 1,000 people quote tweeting a broken link.
Yep.
And then I just log into Mixtape, and then I read it.
He blocks that one too. He's in the chat now. He's like, that's how Mick was still seeing my content.
I'd be down real bad if he did that.
Drill would hurt my feelings. That would honestly hurt my feelings and my Twitter experience. So that's probably the answer.
Yeah, I think it's some combination of Drill, Stephen A. Trying to think who else just has
Dragon. I just went to the Dragonfly. I was like, I thought we was cool, Daddy. Like what?
He's just had enough. He's like, listen, there can only be one funny Black Tyler around these parts.
Yeah, per name, man, we batting 1,000. Can you tell me what that? Listen, that's honestly Chris to me. Anytime Schefter tweets, anytime he sees that blowing up, he's like, bro, that's like a blind man, literally, bro. Like someone read my letter to me. Getting blocked by Mush, getting blocked by Dana would just be disrespectful.
I'd fight him.
Yeah, like that feels like he got some nerve. I should have been blocked him. Why has he got me blocked?
Sex J would be tough.
That would hurt my feelings and my Twitter experience.
There's too many classics. Is Mush? Has he reshot? Is he back at it?
Is he back on the links?
I'm not seeing him up there.
Drill. Somebody said, "Look at Drill's like tweets." I'm afraid that he's gonna be like a 3% or 2. I don't know what I'd do if Drill was.
I can't. There's no way.
If I wipe my big naked ass with the flag.
All of his likes are from Joe Dirt parody accounts that just say, "I got the poo on me."
Drill's the best tweeter of all time.
All time.
It is not even close. From different. These go back years.
30 likes, all I got the poo on me. One with a picture of him having the poo on him.
Well, yeah, one's the Joe Dirt bot. So he mixed those in too. What is Drill tweeting about now?
He's like, this is the only content I like on this website.
And this godforsaken play.
Yeah, from November 4th, 2012 through
Election Day, just set them off. Like
July 3rd, 2018. I got the poo on me. Favorite.
He's like, I'd like to read that again someday.
One day ago, it's shithead o'clock and everyone's grabbing my nuts.
I feel like he's been on it with quarantine.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm scrolling. Whose cock do I have to suck to get some Dorsey certified blue check marks around here? Whose ugly wife do I have to fuck? I just had all my Postmate deliveries cancel on me because they caught me posting about cum on here. That's 414. I would not enjoy a second of it. But if a man achieved the fully optimized load, I would feel obligated to allow him to bust it into my eyes. Also 414. He was feeling away on 414.
Yeah, his retweets always kill me too. Someone just at Arby's. Why is your company not replacing their torn and whittled American flag out in front of your establishment?
He retweeted somebody saying, "Can't sleep. Watching Joy Behar." Oh man, yeah, he's easily the best.
Yeah, I don't think it's close. That's why when people were having this conversation the other day, like who's the best tweeter of all time, I saw a lot of people who certainly were not the best tweeter of all time. And she's like, it's true.
Yeah. The way I'm talking, what'd you say?
It's drilling a watt. Like I don't even think anyone's particularly close.
It's easily drill. The way I'm talked to on here, it's a wonder I haven't shit my own ass. Dunstan fucks in. Oh man, yeah, it's really not even close. Like, Wolf Blitzer putting on his best handsome guy voice, spending hours in front of the mirror practicing saying, "This just in, money is worth $0." It's comfortably Drew. Ballins had a good run. Ballins did have a great run, but like Drill's just one. He's got everything. He's got the longevity, peaks, the primes, the numbers. He's got them all.
Yeah, when Ballins was in his bag, he was right up there with everyone.
Yeah. When Ballins was healthy, first team All NBA.
You're gonna go peak for peak. He's right up there.
Boy, that's what I'm waiting. I need a tweet battle between Drill and like Ballins. Like they hype up their best tweets. Just 20 tweets for an hour. It's like, you remember when I dropped this one? Bam! It's a wonder I haven't shit my own ass. Oh man, I remember when you had that one. That was a good one. I wish I tweeted that, man.
Yeah, Ballins is just like, yeah, what about my 9/10/2001 guy?
Oh man, I loved, man, when you did that. I couldn't believe that, man. They're trying to pull up the tweets on the screen and keep having a difficulty. Be your own slave. Be your own unemployed. Boss of CEO. Boss at disabled. That's the tweet.
I deserve the most mentally ill president imaginable. 99-year-old babbling doofus. Send us into the volcano, sir.
Not it's like Simpsons predicting the the future.
Scrolling on autopilot, mouth agape, clicking fave on all tweets with at least one or two funny words in them. Zero human consciousness. Perfect.
I can't even read this. February 12th. They're going to start calling the damn gas prices gasp prices because that's what I do when I see them.
Zach Fox, aka Booty Math, also had a run.
Grant Hill just didn't get to see his full prime, but when he was healthy, a force, an absolute force.
It's not someone I've followed for long, but every single tweet of his I'd see makes me laugh hysterically. Is Jabuki.
No, yeah. I'm trying to think of some of the great. There really should be a Twitter Hall of Fame, though. The only person that should be in it is Drill. He's just the only person.
He just has a tweet that says we're leaving it in 2019, and it's a picture, a stock photo of someone throwing a piece of trash away, and it just says stigmatizing rabies.
Let's see who my real friends are. What would you do if I was at the gallows about to be hung? I would save you 34%. I would pull the lever 66%. 65,000 votes. No, another one. The share zone. You know.
Yeah.
You're talking about. That's one where, like, when they cross my time zone, I scroll and crack up.
Yeah, the share zone kills me. Just elite posting.
I can't even find. Like, I don't even know how they spell it right. I can't even find it. like 0.
DA_/
Yeah.
Share with a Q.
But oh man, they've got whoever that is, they've got like shower curtains of their work now, and like their tweets and stuff. And I was like, oh boy, I might need some to share his own merch.
Very strong.
Gas prices.
It would be so nice to have followers who don't fucking hate my ass. Guess I'll go choke on dirt. Fuck me.
Hey, did I tweet that? Who tweeted that? Is that me?
Inspiring. After 20 years, local waitress reunited with 78 IQ police officer who used her as a human shield at the age of 11.
That's Drill.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
This is December 2nd, 2019. Sorry, I can't come to work today because my fat little penis got blown off by a stick of TNT. And the war we just lost because of me.
Yeah, like tweeting next level. The share zone. Every word's in a different font and a different color of the rainbow. You fuck with the wrong one, bitch. Why don't you fuck with someone who's not afraid of confrontation? And then a skull laughing in the back.
The skull is what kills me with all of those.
Every single time. How much vape can I buy for $1,200? And it's a picture of like the Grim Reaper reaching across like the ocean. You know a picture I'm talking about?
Yes.
Oh man. But yes, I was reading very good tweets from very good tweeters.
I need one more drill banger before we head out of here.
A new one or like an old classic?
Not a classic, but maybe one I might have missed.
Let's see.
The nerve of this fucking mom and pop pizza joint hanging a framed $1 bill up. All right, pal, you're rich. We get it.
Absolutely. Let me see. Clean ass, clean mind. Simple but good.
Leaving the group chat so I can focus on my responsibilities as a Shark Tank subreddit moderator.
This is one. It's from this year, but it's one of my favorite ones. I don't know if it wasn't one of his bigger ones, but Alan Dershowitz once tried to defend me in court by pulling out a pocket pussy and insisting he would never fuck it. We lost the case.
This is going very fucking hard on Donald Duck today, saying I would never want to be him or any part of his life.
Win Ben Stein's pussy.
No dash reply at youtube.com. We've changed our terms of service. My terms of service is simply this: shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think of all the greats, I think that's my favorite drill tweet. The shirtless guy with 104 or me There's a new type of wine called beer. Shirtless guy with 104 followers. Shut the fuck up. Me. Yes, sir.
That's just actually Dana's whole existence on that website.
You're about to find out why they call me, quote unquote, the bitch. Oh, man. But yes, anytime that poll comes up, it makes the rounds every once in a while. It's drill. It's always drill. I don't know when it will not be drill.
Girls hate it when you say shit like Rome wasn't built in a day to them.
They do hate it. That's a fact. Another one of my favorites from this year. Buffalo Wild Wing gets 0 tip for serving bones to me and chicken. If I had wanted to eat bones, I would take my ass to the graveyard. All right, last one. Poll. Which of the three Stooges got the most ass? Hashtag Denzel. Hashtag it's okay to be white. Mo 12%, Larry 10%, Curly 27%, not appropriate 51%, 57,000 votes.
Not appropriate.
Oh man, yeah. It's easily drill.
That picture of all the construction workers sitting on a steel beam eating lunch, except it's me and the boys sitting on the floor at GameStop. Restaurants should bring back smoking sections, but for jacking off. And if you don't like that idea, you can just sit in the normal section.
Hey, listen, you got me there. Turn your back.
Oh, man.
There's got to be a game that will make me come in less than 4 minutes. There's just gotta. I'm done. That's all. Yeah, it drill is Jordan. Like there's
might become a quote pube guy, as I am not only interested in making my dick look smaller, but also dirtier.
Yeah, he tweeting with a different set of letters, man. Like I don't have the same 26 he had.
No. Waiters do not put the big silver dome over our food anymore before serving it because of politics culture.
I've mastered every hypothetical social situation by reading posts on here, and now I'm ready to talk to my stepmom without flipping out.
Thinking about some computer slub clicking on my like button right after touching his nasty dick. Hey, buddy, I don't want that shit. Keep it.
Yeah, that's the last one. That's Mozart, man. Very rare do you get to see like Mozart print like a live or paint a live painting.
Concerto?
Yeah, like conducting on Instagram Live. You don't get to see that.
My billionaire friends smoking in an alleyway with leather jackets and slick back hair, trying to peer pressure me into doing pedophile sex.
Jesus.
Please stop asking me to retweet shit for money. If you have to pay me to retweet your shit, it probably sucks so bad. It sucks shit.
He had a break character. He was sick of it.
Yeah. He was like, listen. Man. Let's step it up. Let's replace the follower count with the number of criminals you've murdered. Let's see where our true allegiances lie.
Every single word particularly crafted.
He was in a big gaming phase last year.
Yeah, he's just sex J.
I've thought about it.
It wouldn't surprise me. Mr. Game Your Dick Off 2019. Oh man.
I wish I could grasp my monitor by both sides and shake all the stupid ass trinkets off this YouTube review shelves.
Yeah, the ones where he breaks characters, those are the best. He's just very fed up.
Yeah, he's watching Jeff Lowe review something. He's like, get out of here.
He's like, this is killing me. Yeah.
I love saying shit like, "Yow, this kitten's got claws," whenever a woman stabs me 38 times in the neck and chest.
Did I tweet that? Again, that's another one that sounds like me. Yeah.
That one felt like extremely you based.
Soon you will not even be able to take a crap without the tax man up your ass. Drill, quote unquote, drill. Oh man.
I know a lot of women, and none of them would ever sleep with this clown Austin Powers. Oh man.
Oh, my zipper's down? Well, how about you zipper your mouth instead of look at my dick?
You want to claim that I keep a cup of poop on my computer desk? You want to go on record? I'll put you in concrete. I'll give you to the Lord.
Now I might gotta start saying, I'll put you in concrete. I'll give you to the Lord. Oh man.
That's our new put you in a box. It's like, give you to the Lord.
I'll give you to the
I'll put you in concrete.
That's all I get. I will do it because I'll do it for hours. And I still may while I listen to Tyler's Mix 6.
I'll end with this one. A guy who bothered putting on a suit for his profile pic and only has like 300 followers. Ha ha ha, you dipshit, you've wasted your life.
Got me.
You just oh boy. But yeah, we'll see you guys Tuesday.
Yes.
Brand new episode for the kids. Enjoy. I'll be on with Tyler was on with Carl and Eddie after the first night of Michael Jordan documentary. I'll be on tonight. Love those guys. The old Chi-Town.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go.
They've been to Chicago, you know.
So yeah, check that out. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Tuesday.
See ya.